No, it wouldn't blow. It'll work just like regular fuel does in there.
You actually put fuel in that truck?
Yeah.
You lie.
Hey, look, we did it live, so you can go back and watch the I think it was a 3.
I'm just, you know what? I'm glad to talk to you because I really thought you were dead.
Oh, you did? Well, I'm still alive.
Yeah. I really did, bro.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. You want to know how you can always know if I'm alive? I'll give you a little life hack here. Go on Google.
Discord?
No. You don't even have to do that. Just go on Google and search, is there still plastic in the ocean? If Google says, yes, there are still plastics in the ocean, I'm still alive somewhere. If Google says no, then okay, maybe then I might be gone, right? But until that point, until all the plastics are out of the ocean, I'm not going anywhere, okay?
Deal.
Understood? Understood. And I hope you get that right, because if you come in here and you ask that question again, were you alive, were you not, and you didn't do that first, then I will have to put my balls in your throat as punishment for not listening to me. All right? But thank you. Thank you for your question. What was that laugh? He was really enjoying this part. What's up, Garrett, on the YouTube channel? What's up, Granger on Twitch? Oh, we got some questions in the Instagram. Some questions here. Andre said, accept my request. Give me the secret recipe. Go on my YouTube channel, NatureJab, and you'll see how I built these things. We actually go live showing how we build it as well. Will you plan on hiding from the government? I am the government. So no, I'm not going to hide from myself. What am I going to do? Go in a closet so I don't see myself? Andre, you're not coming up here, Andre. I know you want to come in here, but you're not requested to come live. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a lot of emails here. Did you go to college or are you self-taught? I am self-taught. I have a degree in environmental engineering, and I feel cheated. I never thought of this. What's up, man? What's your question?
I'm shook, to be honest, bitch, right now. What the fuck? Holy shit. How? I don't know. This shit's just confusing how you do it.
How? Well, that's a great question there. Probably simple, but the best question you can actually ask, how is it done? So we use the process of pyrolysis. Now, you know that Earth makes crude oil, right?
Sorry, what?
Earth makes crude oil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does Earth make crude oil? Earth takes a whole bunch of organic matter like algae, it gets buried underground, and then heat and pressure over time turns it into the crude oil. Now that works through the process of pyrolysis, which is when you break something apart with heat without air or oxygen. Now without air or oxygen, something cannot burn or catch on fire. Since it cannot burn or catch on fire, it ends up actually returning to its basic chemical building blocks, which are fuels. So every organic material or every carbon-based material is actually made up of fuel, okay? So if you put it into an airtight container and you apply heat to it, it will break it back down into its basic parts. Now, plastic is made of crude oil. It's a solid form of crude oil, right? So when we take that same principle and we apply it to plastic, we're actually able to extract the crude oil that was once in that plastic, trapped in solid form, and turn it back into a liquid, back into a gaseous fuel product.
Crazy. Stay alive, bro. That's just like... Don't let the government get you, dude.
Hey, and look, let me tell you this.
You're smart.
I appreciate you. Look, man, go on Google and search plastic into fuel, and you would instantly see a ton of stuff on this because it's old technology. Like I said, Earth invented this technology. That's how we have crude oil to begin with. So, thank you for your question, man. Much love and blessings to you. You said you would much rather watch this than being in school. Hey, look, I'm not going to say this or this, but I will say this right here. I believe that social media should be an education tool. Now, an actual education tool that's actually interesting, okay? You know what we do, guys. When we are actually building this machine and I'm doing it live, I'm showing you guys like me building it. I quiz you guys. I ask you questions, and I make sure you know what, and you're paying attention to my live stream because I threaten you with me putting my balls in your throat if you get my questions wrong. And most people get the questions right. Okay, some people are weird and they're like having type of weird, like they want to get it wrong for some reason. Like, I don't know, maybe the threat, like I don't know. But Anyways, Garrett on YouTube. Yeah, I know it's you, Fly You. Is the continuous feed still an option? Yes, Garrett. I just uploaded a video today about how we're gonna do the continuous feed. Thanks to the donations we've got from you guys. Trust me, guys. Your donations go so far. We have been able to get so many pipes for Mark 4.5 thanks to all of your donations. I truly appreciate it so much. Anybody that does want to contribute to this project into history, we do have the Cash App and Venmo pinned in the chats, TikTok, and Instagram. We'll get them in the Facebook and YouTube. I gotta take a look at my Facebook chat. How do you manage radiation emitted by the microwave? I mean, outside the machine. I'll answer that in a second. What's up?
That's scary. Go back and drop.
Yo. Hello? You have 5 seconds. 5, 4.
What's good?
What's up? What's your question?
My question is, are you planning to make any profit off of this?
Yeah, this is a business that has to make profit to survive.
Sure, but what are your steps to do that?
Well, we can make profit off of actually getting the plastic waste. We can also make profit off of the fuels that come from the plastic waste. And we can also make profit off of government subsidies and carbon credits through getting rid of plastic waste in an environmentally friendly and carbon neutral way.
Right. So, like you said, through like the government, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any plans to facilitate that right now?
Yeah, the plan is I need to build the first ever industrial machine, and we're getting closer to that by building the next intermediary machine, Mark 4.5, before that.
Okay. So what do you think this will mean towards like global? Because I know global they're trying to turn all cars and stuff into electric vehicles.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're trying to, but they never will turn every car to electric because our electricity grid does not have enough power to operate if it was 100% electric cars. It would crash.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I suppose so. Is that all your questions?
Yeah, that is all my questions. Hey, thank you very much for having me on.
All right. I'm not sure what was going on in the beginning there, but yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad that you got to ask your questions there. You said, why wasn't this done before? What's new? It was done before. You can look up on Google and see tons of pyrolysis plants. It's been around. It's just not been pushed to the public. Hence why everybody's here right now, because more than half of the people never even knew this was a thing. What's up, RTX Player 84? I'll get to you guys on Facebook in a second. What's up? What's your question?
Yo, I was wondering, so, right now, I'm taking high school chemistry, and I was wondering, on a reaction level, what are the reactions that are occurring?
Oh, okay, so on a reaction level, what's happening is the long hydrocarbon chains of plastic, right? The long chains that make it or non-biodegradable, right? They're being split apart. He left. The chains are being split apart. They're being shortened. And with them being shortened, is actually converting plastic on a chemical level from plastic back into the crude oil as a vapor. We can then condense that, which is when you cool a vapor to turn it back into a liquid. We condense it and then turn it back into liquid crude oil. All right. So how do you manage radiation emitted by the microwave? I mean, outside the machine, just wondering. So the microwaves are non-ionizing radiation. What does that mean? That means they cannot cause cell or DNA damage. They do not cause cancer, and they're not radioactive. As soon as you turn microwaves off, there is no more microwave radiation. Microwave radiation is purely thermal radiation, meaning it only heats things up. So it really poses very little threat. In fact, the only things that the microwave radiation can really damage are your eyes, your eyeballs, and your huevos. And so there really isn't a risk. And on top of that, microwaves do not escape from metal. Once they're in metal, they just bounce around forever. This machine is obviously a metal vessel, so there's no issues with that. People always say, what do I do to make sure I'm safe for microwaves? And I always tell them the same thing. I take your face, put it over my balls, make sure my balls stay nice and cool. All right, so you said agree on the electrification of cars and banning gas vehicles as a WEF tactic. I mean, guys, let's be honest. I think it's just like a little fantasy thing. Let's be real. look, I'm not saying anything. I'm not against electric cars. You do what you want to do. Respect. As long as you do it with respect, who cares? But the whole world ain't gonna turn electric. That's just not gonna be the case. There's just certain advantages to actual engines. And engines are such an amazing technology. And I'm saying engines, I'm saying like we can, even if they're running off of hydrogen, it's just no way that we're in the world gonna truly just get rid of engines to replace them with motors. There are certain things engines can do that electric motors simply cannot. All right, let me let the next person in here. How do we deal with contaminated plastic with traces of heavy metals? Well, if it has heavy metals, guess what? Metals are inorganic. What's up?
Oh, I got a question, bro.
Yeah.
How the fuck do this shit work? Just give me a quick rundown.
For sure. That's hey,
no, right now.
Hey man, that's a great question. So how does it work? So we take a container, right? Think about like a tube, right? This tube is completely closed off. No air is in there. We put plastic in that tube. Make sure that, like, once again, it's completely closed off. No air or oxygen is in there, right? Then we use microwaves to heat up the plastic on the inside. Now listen, since there's no oxygen or air, like I emphasized.
Just a little bit, cause your ass going crazy.
All right, slow down. Look, so there's no oxygen or air in that tube, right? Think about like a pressure cooker almost. There's no air in there. Since there's no air, the plastic cannot catch on fire. Because for something to catch on fire, there has to be air around. If you put a lid over a candle, the fire is going to go out because it needs air, right? You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so that's essentially the same thing we're doing here. But when you do that, right, when you put something in a container and you heat it up without air, instead of catching on fire, it ends up turning back to its original parts. Now, plastic originally was crude oil, so it goes back to crude oil.
So you use that? You can use that oil on cars and shit like that.
Yeah, we already have.
Oh, so you don't need to pay for gas no more. You just straight cook that shit up.
Yeah, once I get my next machine up and running, I probably won't be paying for gas anymore, to be honest with you.
So what's your future plan with this shit? Like, what you plan on doing, like, with this?
Well, what I am going to do is I am going to conquer the world. No, I'm just playing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these everywhere, so that way we can deal with all plastic waste. We can deal with all, there's gonna be no more ocean plastics because it's all gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. You will never hear about ocean dollars, ocean bans, because why in the world we throw money in the ocean, right? When we could turn plastic into fuel, fuel is money. You feel what I'm saying? So there's going to be no more pollution.
Well, do you plan on, like, the government here, what I'm saying? They going to be on your ass. I hope you know that.
No, let me tell you something.
You got to make this shit make sense, bro.
Hey, you know what? I want you to call the CIA, right? All right? Call them. Call them for me, and I want you to ask them a question. I want you to ask them, yo, CIA, have you been doing your jaw exercises? Because they're going to need their jaw to be very flexible when I drop my balls in their jaw. You understand what I'm saying? Or else it's going to split it apart.
Cause all I got to say is, if you out here making gas with plastic and shit, hurry up and make that shit. I'm tired of paying for gas. We need this shit ASAP. Don't get killed by them niggas, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. I don't know what the fuck you be doing to your daddy, like, stay 10 toes, cuz. Stay on your shit, bro.
For sure.
This shit we need, bro.
For sure. Hey, it's gonna happen, man. We're doing it. We're making the moves. We already put it in the car. We're doing it.
Because you own, because that's, bro, they gonna be on your ass.
Hey, man. I appreciate your question. I appreciate your support, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Hey, you take care, man. You take care. Listen, guys, when you come in here, I'm not going to say there's no stupid questions because I've had some stupid questions, and it's usually people just trying to troll or something. Memory, thank you for the badge on Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra, for the $5 on Cash App. I appreciate the $5 donation going to Mark 4.5. I appreciate you so much. All right, we're going to let in Johnny GPT. How many... So we're at 20 pounds of plastic to 1 gallon of fuel. What's up?
Yeah, what's going on? Sorry, you caught me driving, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge advocate for AI, right? And AI, it takes a lot of energy to do a lot of these processing tasks, right? So this is key right here. almost like, all the gas, all the plastic waste that we have, right? Can that be used to like sustain the future almost right here? Almost like a catapult, right?
Yeah, it can be used to sustain the future because it's fuel. I mean, look, we've been sustaining our world off of fuel forever now. It's no different with the plastic. The plastic fuels come from the same fuel source that we've been running the world off of anyway. So it's really no different.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, but like, I really appreciate the shit you've done, right? It's not even that. I think research needs to happen at the lower level. We can't wait for people at the top to be able to do this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Money motivated. Why can't we change the world from right here, right now?
Exactly.
Everything you're doing, bro, I swear to God, I'm so proud, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the badge, Miami NWA. I recognize you, Miami, because you're a subscriber as well on Instagram. I appreciate your support so much. And you too, Memory. I appreciate you because you're a subscriber as well. Thank you guys for the support. It all goes to Mark 4.5. I appreciate all of you so much for your support and your contribution to Earth and history. All right, let's let the next person in here. Can you put the thing in... Hello?
Hi, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's your question?
It's just two questions. First one is, why do you think you're the best in the area you work in? And the second question is, when you have everything up and running, do you plan to actually sell your product worldwide? And if so, how much would it cost to society?
So, great questions, and I'll say this. Why do I consider myself, or at least my innovation, one of the best in the field, is because of the use of microwaves. So the traditional pyrolysis, the process of turning things into fuel, has been around for a long time now, since the beginning of Earth. That's how Earth makes crude oil to begin with, right? And we as humans have been doing it for hundreds of years. But it's been done inefficiently by us because we've been heating it up with fire on the outside. Now, fire heats from the outside in. It's very inefficient. The flame has to go from the outside to the outside of the reactor to the inside of the plastic, and then from the plastic to the rest of the plastic, right? Microwaves heat the plastic up directly, right away. There's no wasted energy in between. So utilizing microwaves allows us to make this whole process not only energetically, but monetarily profitable, right? And I particularly designed a microwave pyrolysis reactor that is scalable on a continuous industrial level. That's my hypothesis, because we've built bigger and bigger machines and they've been more and more efficient and have worked better and better. So now I hypothesize that if we build a huge industrial machine, we will get so much more energy out than the energy input that it will make it a completely sustainable business model. To answer your other question, the goal of this is to get these machines everywhere, all around the world, in every city, country, and province, so that way we can deal with plastic waste at the roots. We don't have to ship it across anywhere. It can be dealt with right then and there. How much will it cost for the world? Well, it depends on how the machines are. You know, there'll be different models and sizes of the machines. They're definitely not going to be cheap machines. They're going to be sold exclusively to small and large businesses, government, municipalities, and such, because of the legal side of making fuel. You can't just do that at home, for example. So I hope that answers your question.
It does, and I just want to say one more thing. I'm into welding, so if by any chance you have some free time and we can, have a little chat about welding stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, I really support you and I wish you the best, man.
Thank you, man. Much love and support to you. Blessings your way always. All right. Yeah, great question there. I love it. Can you put the thing in a car and maybe have a car with a plastic engine? The engine doesn't need to be modified at all to run off of these fuels. You just put the gasoline fraction in a gasoline engine, the diesel fraction in the diesel engine. How is it going? Love to see what you are succeeding in and what you got, but do be careful out here. They don't like it when people play with their money. Listen, guys, I'll tell you this right here. You have to be smart. You have to play your cards smart. If you let people know that you're doing something that's going to mess with their money, or you're doing something that's going to compete with their business that's been around for a century and it's $1 trillion business, you're going to get crushed. So you know what I say? We're gonna add to their business, okay? If we can make plastic into fuel, then I can just sell my fuel to your company. You can sell your fuel at your pumps like you normally do, and then you can increase your production of plastic because you mine crude oil from the ocean, which to make plastic. So now there's more incentive to make plastic since we have a way to get rid of it. So now you can make more money off of crude oil sales for plastic production, and you can make more money off of gasoline selling at your gas pump because, you know, you got to add to the businesses. If you try to take from them, of course you're going to get crushed. Then it's not even a conspiracy. That's age-old business practice. They don't want competitors, right? There are already enough competitors. They already have Shell, BP, Chevron, Xenon, whatever, Marathon, Quick Trip. There's already enough competitors, right? They don't want another one. So yeah, unfortunately, I gotta restart the Instagram live to let you guys back in because it goes out after about I let like 5-7 people in. I don't know why it does this. Still trying to figure it out. But yeah, guys, we're not going to compete with anybody. We're not here to step on anybody's toes. We're here to add to the already existing industry. Just add a new way of doing it. Just like how waste management was just back then, there was no recycling, right? It was just waste management. You could only throw your trash in the landfill. But then they added to it with recycling. They didn't replace it, but they added to it. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding to the petrochemical industry with another way of making a petrochemical product. And another way to keep the gas engines alive. You think they're going to be mad at me for that? Because if every car's electric, there's going to be a lot less gas sales, and then that's hurting their money and their profit. But now I'm saying we can keep the gas engines alive because now every time you get gas for your gas car, you're actually contributing to cleaning up the ocean. What's up, John? So it's going to keep the gas engine alive. They're not going to be mad at that at all. It's going to help them. In fact, let me show you guys what's actually going to happen, okay? Here's what I believe is actually going to happen. I'm going to make this machine. It's going to be proven to work. It's going to be amazing. And then guess what Shell and all of them are going to do? They're not going to try to knock me out or what everybody's thinking. They're actually going to build their own machines. And then there's going to be tons of companies doing this, building their own machines, tons of competition, tons of innovation. And then whether you like it or not, all the plastic will be out of the ocean very soon because there's going to be so many pyrolysis machines out there where people are just trying to build their own different innovations and designs. And so know it's possible to make a successful business model off of it. And then we have all the plastic out the ocean. And problem solved. Mission accomplished. That was the mission the whole time. Did you go to college? No, I didn't go to college. How do I start doing pyrolysis at home? You can just look up some videos of, basic homemade reactors. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm writing my book currently. And in my book, I'm going to have basically blueprints of how you can make a very simple DIY homemade reactor safely. Okay, safely, because that's the key. I don't want anybody hurting themselves building these, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do it safely. I'm also going to put blueprints in there for my my Mark IV design for more advanced people that know how to weld and stuff and have experience with electronics. So I'll put my blueprints in my book. That'll be coming out probably in a month or so. But yeah. Anyways, let me restart the Instagram live here so that way we can go ahead and let you guys in again. Ooh, who are you guys going off on in the TikTok chat? You guys are going off on somebody. Hey, but I appreciate you guys' support, though, because, yeah, you guys keep it real. You guys keep it real. Especially you guys who have been around for a little bit. You understand the process. You understand how this is absolutely real science. And, when somebody does come along saying just some absolute nonsense based on nothing but emotion, we keep it real. And we back, guys. We back on the Instagram. And look, that's why I prioritize on education so much. Because when I educate you guys on how this process works and how it's absolute science, when you see somebody trying to take from it, you guys just jump right on them. I don't even have to respond to anybody. Like, I'm not talking about people that have questions or even critiques. Because I love those type of things. It sharpens my mind. It makes me think and makes the process better. But I'm talking about people that just are trying to take from the process altogether, with no actual goal of bettering it or trying to, dive deep into how we can improve the process. They're just trying to just take down or trying to tear apart what has been done, right? How old are you? I'm 20. I mostly watch you on Rumble. Yeah, I got to get to uploading more on Rumble. I gotta I've been uploading a few videos. I have like I think 50 on there, but I gotta upload my other videos. What's up, man?
Hey, man. I want to say, first off, man, I fucking love what you're doing, bro. Because I support all kinds of non-profit organizations around the world that clean up the oceans and shit. And there's a whole fucking market, bro. Because when they get these plastics out of the ocean, like, they take it to a recycling center, and only like 10% gets actually used and recycled. So if you could set up a network, you know, when the business is structured and all that shit, you know, you could have a worldwide market of people getting shit out of the ocean, cleaning the ocean, bro. And I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business, but there's a whole fucking market of people that run nonprofit organizations based on government grants to clean the ocean. And if they can use that plastic to make fuel, dude, that's almost a self-sustainable economy right there, dude.
Exactly.
That's what I see, bro. Like, I love seeing smart people, bro. Like, there's all kinds of people doing shit. Like, have you heard of Moses West?
Yes.
He's doing the air.
The air into the water. Thank you, Pixel Matt Max, for the donations on TikTok. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I have heard of Moses West.
Yeah, like people like that, people like you, man, that's like really smart, thinking outside the box, or just thinking larger than what the corporations want us to think. Like, that's the future right there, bro. And I just want to say, I'm happy to see you every time you fucking go live and shit, bro. I support you. And like, if you ever want to, talk about some fucking plastics from the ocean and shit, bro, I'm here, and keep doing your shit, bro.
For sure.
It's gonna build around you, man, my man. Like, keep doing what you're doing. This shit is gonna build around you, and the community is gonna continue to grow, man.
Exactly. I appreciate your support, man, truly, and your words as well. And look, that business model proposal you offered or suggested, I completely am all about it. And I already have some contacts to some ocean cleaners that once we get these machines up, it's already said and done. So appreciate you, man. Thank you, Serge, for the donations on TikTok. Thank you, Pixel Matt Max, for the donations on TikTok. Thank you, Clark, for the donations on TikTok. Okay, do you see the Facebook Live? Let me look up and see what you guys have been saying. Do you have a class we can learn? No, but the book would be the best thing for that. A lot of people are talking about the CIA, but the way you are doing things and how it is on YouTube all over the internet, people should already start building their own Mark 4 or 5s because the CIA... Exactly! I show people how to build this live. I show people how to build it on YouTube. Pixel Matt Max, thank you again for the donations on TikTok. I appreciate you, man. For the roses. So yeah, like, with how this is... Like, you guys, I already have people, we were just on live yesterday, and somebody was like, I'm building my microwave pyrolysis reactor. Can you help me out? I was like, yeah, sure. So, if something happened to me, they're already going to be built anyway. I'm not keeping anything. I literally am telling you guys, when I make my book, I'm literally going to show you the blueprints on how to make a really basic one that you can make at home, no welding experience, very safe, very easy, and for more advanced people, how to make my Mark 4 reactor, my best reactor up to date. But Mark 4.5 is going to be even better. I saw a good question. Somebody said, microwave-assisted pyrolysis has already existed. What makes yours different or better? Yeah, so that's true. Microwave pyrolysis has already existed. I didn't invent it. I found it online. But what makes mine better? What did I invent? Well, I invented a unique design and approach to microwave pyrolysis in which it is a design that can be scalable and is continuous on not only a small level, but an industrial level. Microwave pyrolysis has been around for a long time, and we have always known it's super efficient compared to regular pyrolysis, and yet it's not done in the big industry yet. Why? Because it has not been a design made yet where it can be not only scalable, but continuous operation. Those two things, being scalable and continuous, have kind of been the dark horses of microwave pyrolysis, and I have come up with a design that is both of those things, and I'm literally showing you guys me building the thing. Mark 4.5. Thank you, Gus, for the donations on TikTok. They do it on an industrial level, though. But do they do it on a continuous? That's the thing. I'm saying continuous because a continuous operation is completely different in the scheme of the world from a batch operation. Because when you have continuous, now you can go from processing just 5 tons of plastic a day to like 50 tons of plastic a day. You know? Because batch means every time you want to put more plastic in, you just turn the whole machine off. What's up? What's your question? Hello?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey.
I didn't even know I was on. What's up, man? First of all, thanks for letting me come on. Talk to you briefly. I think it's dope what you're doing, and man, for you to be so young, and I think I heard you say that you didn't go to school for this, right?
No.
That's awesome, bro. And for you to be so young, I think it's dope. But my question is, with this creation that you've made, is this your only focus, or do you have like other things in the queue of either your mind or just on paper or something that you're gonna move forward with that address energy conservation and pollution problems?
I got some other things in mind. You know, the whole story of this project and my beginning motivation was my love for Earth and the environment. And seeing the plastic pollution, I just saw it as disrespectful. So I have a lot of things in mind for the future on ways that we can improve everything that we do.
That's dope. Well, yo, I appreciate you. I'm following you, bro, and I'm supporting you as much as I can, whenever I can. It's dope what you're doing. I hope that you and man, the other geniuses that are both young and old somehow get together and man create something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. It's just a matter of time. We will for sure. And I appreciate your support, brother. I appreciate your questions, man. And you stay blessed. Blessings and peace upon you.
Peace, bro. Same to you. Thanks.
Thank you for the donation, Ooga Booga, on the TikTok. Somebody bought a badge on Instagram. I'm going to scroll all the way back up to find it. It was a little bit ago, but I'm going to make sure you know I appreciate you. Oh my Lord. I'm still scrolling. Here we go. Big Philly. Oh, Big Philly, you bought a badge last live stream too. Thank you, Big Philly, for another badge on Instagram. I appreciate your support, man, so much. Thank you. Thank you, James, for the $2 on Cash App. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. I have friends I can utilize their talents. I would like some blueprints. Well, you're gonna have to get the book when the book is out. Well, like I said, we'll have 2 different designs in there, blueprints for you to build, all the measurements, all that type of stuff. Thank you, Phyllis, for the $5 on Cash App. I appreciate you guys, your contributions to Earth and history. Let's see the next person in on the IG. What's up, Sexy Bush on Twitch? Very interesting name there. You know, Twitch has some of the most interesting usernames. The book, yes, I'm writing a book, guys. I'm in the process right now of writing a book on the process, and there will be blueprints in the book on how to build basic machines, very simple machines. You planted a tree once. Beautiful, beautiful. You know, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. I've been Googling microwave pyrolysis, and to be honest with you, you're the first person turning plastic back into gas into its form. I'm not the first person doing it. That's not true. However, I am one of the first people to really make it public information and really push it on the internet. This is old technology. This has been done many times before, but I am the first person to do it with my specific design, and the first person to push microwave pyrolysis to the internet on a very public and massive scale. That was something that I know doesn't exist, because when I was building my first reactors, I looked everywhere for information on how to build a microwave pyrolysis reactor at home. I could not find anything. I was out in the dark, had to build it completely by myself, by my lonely. Is there certain types of plastic items that is better for the process than others? Yes. Usually styrofoam is not that good. You know, it makes some fuels, but they're not that good, not that many fuels. The best plastic is either like plastic bags, LDPE, or like detergent bottles, or plastic water bottle caps. The actual plastic and plastic water bottles isn't that good either for making fuel. It makes fuel just like styrofoam does, but it's not the best. The best things are these different things. Thank you, Sculito, for the target on TikTok. I appreciate your donation. I'm trying to let you guys in on here on the Instagram, but it's not letting you in. Okay, so let's see. NatureJab, can you maybe mod me in Discord? I'm waiting if you want to. I don't even know what your Discord is, RX player. Does the plastic have to be cleaned first? It doesn't have to, but if you want the best results, yes. But no matter how you put it, when you get your oils, the oils are going to be a large range of things. So I think you just distill the oil in the end anyway, and then get what you want. So it really doesn't matter if the plastic is contaminated or not. Let's be honest. If we're going to be getting the plastics out of our oceans, they're not going to be clean. So we have to make a design of a machine that really doesn't care about if the plastics are clean or not, right? That's just period. We're never going to get the ocean plastics out. I just found a video of yours and saw you were live, so I'm not knowledgeable about what you are doing. Well, I'm turning plastics into fuel with microwave technology. I'm here in Atlanta. How can we support you more here? Oh, well, Kyle Jones, here's the thing, right? The best way to get a hold of me is through email, business@naturejab.com. Right now, I'm in the process of building my Mark 4.5 machine. So, you know, things like, let's say you know somebody, or maybe you yourself, you have a microwave you don't use anymore. If you want to donate it to me, we can meet up. You know, I will gladly take that from you. If you have any old electrical cords or wires that you don't use anymore, I will gladly take those from you. If you have any sheet metal that you don't use or you have, I will gladly take that from you. If you know any contacts, maybe with some CNC machining or these types of things, I would gladly swoop up on those opportunities, because it will make building this next machine very easy, or a lot easier for me rather. How long does it take for you? How long did it take you to figure out plastic can be turned into fuel? It took me until I was 18 years old. What is your P.O. box? I want to set up a P.O. box. We don't have that going yet, but eventually, guys, we're gonna set up a P.O. box where you can donate your plastic to me, and I'll turn it into fuel. You can rest assured that I will recycle your plastic and not just put it in the ocean like these recycling companies. You want a CNC machine shop? Where are you located, though? I need a CNC machine shop in Atlanta. What's up?
Hey, yeah, I had logged out before. I forgot my question. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. You take care.
All right, you too.
What do you do with the emissions? The machine itself makes no emissions. The only emissions come from burning the fuels themselves. Now, after the fuels are burnt, when they're cleaned up and filtered properly, they go through a modern engine with all the sensors and through a catalytic converter. The real only emissions are just CO2 and water vapor, to be honest. There's some other little things, but most of them are just CO2 and water vapor. CO2, plant some trees. Water vapor, it's gonna rain. Okay. I don't know what's going on Instagram. I'm inviting these people in that want to come in, but it's not letting them in. I'm in your channel waiting. I was waiting your channel before I saw your announcement. You said microwaving plastic to make fuel. Yeah, that's what we do essentially here. Cody, what's up?
So when you put the gas in the car and it goes up, how do you solve that equation?
The gas in the air? We don't put any gas in the air.
When you put the gas in the car and the car goes up, and like, how do you solve that equation?
What do you mean the car goes up? What does that mean?
When you put the gas in and then the car starts going and then it goes up, and then how do you solve the equation of it going around and up?
I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what you're asking. I don't know what it means for a car to go up. And what's the equation? I don't understand what the equation about putting gas in a car is. I don't understand at all.
Well, when you put your like plastic gas and then like your car starts going and then it starts going up, and then like how do you get it down, and then how do you solve the equation?
I can't. I don't know what the heck that even means. A car goes up. Look, people speak different. People have different terminology, but everybody's saying that makes no sense. So we're gonna go with the general consensus. The kinky intersection bought a badge. What is that username? What in the world? I appreciate your support on Instagram, but I don't know. I've never seen such a weird Instagram name. The kinky intersection. What the heck? How do you solve the equation? I don't know what the equation is. What is the constant? What is the variable? What is the equation? What's A? What's B? What's EMC squared? You said there are minimal emissions created by plastic fuel. How is this different? So Cody, the reason why I said there's minimal emissions created by plastic fuel is this right here. Plastic comes from crude oil. Oh, kinky hair. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was the one time I was caught lacking. Other than that, I never have a dirty mind. I'm a completely pure and innocent soul. I never, threaten the CIA about, dropping something down their throat. But, thank you for the badge though, the kinky intersection. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Low Big B, thank you for the badge on Instagram. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. So yes, plastic comes from crude oil, right? So since plastic comes from crude oil, there's some additives to plastic, whatever. But when we turn it back into the vapor form of crude oil, it's pretty much the same as crude oil again, right? So you know what we do with crude oil. If you were to take crude oil, Cody, and you set it on fire, you burn it, the emissions will be horrible. We take that same crude oil, we put it through our distillers, refining processes like BP and Shell. That's what they do. They put it through catalytic reactors and reformers, cat crackers, all these hydrothermal processes. Then they put you take your gasoline from that, right? Your gasoline you get from the pump, it goes into your engine. Modern sensors burn it really well. Stoichiometric ratio, oxygen sensors, all these things. Goes through, gets burnt well, goes through your catalytic converter. Then that gasoline you got only emits CO2 and water vapor. I'm saying the same thing is going to happen with plastiline because plastic comes from crude oil. So there's almost nothing in plastic that isn't in regular crude oil. And if we already have processes to turn crude oil, one of the dirtiest things on the planet, right, into something that can burn pretty clean, I promise you, we can turn plastic-made gasoline into something that burns well and clean and burns clean enough to just emit CO2 and water vapor. And I've explained it a million times, but CO2 is not our issue, guys. And if you're and there's no way that plastic in the ocean is less of a threat than CO2. That's absolute nonsense. If plastic in the ocean, which emits methane and ethylene, that gets microplastics. They found microplastics in a fetus this year, guys. In a fetus, okay? There's no way that is somehow less of a worry to all of humanity and all of life on Earth than some CO2 in the air. There's no way, right? CO2 is something that can be captured by plants, but when microplastics are found in fetuses, it's gone too far. All right. Let me land the next person here on Instagram. How do you feel about solar cars? I have yet to see a car that's 100% solar, but if that exists, that's cool. Jay, thank you for the badge on the Instagram. I appreciate you, Jay. I appreciate you so much. I don't know what's going on. I try to let these people in here. It's not letting them in. I don't know why Instagram always does this. It's like it always acts finicky and weird. It's very frustrating. It is different from just burning plastics because we put plastics in an airtight container that has no oxygen. Without oxygen, a fire cannot start. The plastic cannot burn. So we are not burning the plastics. We are thermally degrading them with heat in the absence of oxygen. That is the process of pyrolysis. Thank you for the badge. Yes, Jamel Brown. I missed when you bought the badge. I appreciate you so much. I think you're a subscriber as well. Yes, you are. Thank you for subscribing to the Instagram. I appreciate you so much. What is the equation when you put it in the car and the car goes up? Let's see. That sounds like a personal problem for the car owner, right? I don't know what that G was all about, mate. I don't know what he was on about. When you put it in the car and the car goes up. That sounds like an issue if your car is going up. I'm just saying. I think it was saying, like, does the car blow up? Like, the engine? I don't know what he was trying to say. So I just wanted to make sure, like, it wasn't just me. Like, oh, maybe he's using some type of car terminology I don't know of. But no. It seemed like it was just some nonsense. And I don't know. Nowadays, you never know. People are just coming in here to troll. The kinky intersection wants to come in. Well, you bought a badge. I sure will let you in. Different than just burning plastic. Hello.
I'm glad I can make you laugh.
I understand.
But it was worth it to make you laugh. First of all, I just want to say I have the utmost respect for what you're doing. You have a beautiful mind. You're just a beautiful person in what you're doing. So I have 3 simple questions. The first is just the difference between the carbon that's produced in regular dirt, whatever that means. And then the second is, like, to make 4.5, like, what is the budget one would need in order to produce that roughly, like a range? And And the third is, are you interested in giving a talk about systems, like how this could be fit into a system to better improve, what we're doing in terms of getting rid of all of the waste and pollution, oil production, or carbon, etc.
Yeah, so to start with the carbon question, so the carbon that we get, it comes from the plastic, right? Now, plastic is not just plastic. It has some inorganic things in there, like some metals and things. All those things are going to end up in that carbon product, right? So the carbon has to be cleaned and filtered or whatever to get to the point where it's actually usable, to be used as like biochar. Now, since the carbon is, in that powdered form, it can be used right away for things like concrete, to reinforce concrete. It makes things like concrete stronger, actually, because like things like that is not only going to be consumed. But if we're going to take that carbon and use it as activated carbon or as biochar in our fertilizer for food, we wanted to make sure that it's nice and clean and as pure as possible, or as pure as possible. What was your second question?
Okay, so on the making it clean, what would that entail? Just to follow up on what you just said. Is that something that we could do at home, or that's more of an industrial thing? And then my second question was the budget for like a 4.5.
Yeah, so the for cleaning carbon, it can be done at home, but it is more of an industrial practice. There's these ways to clean it with steam, for example, and a lot of pressure that would be dangerous to do at home. And I'll say it like this: when we make activated carbon, right, which is pretty much just pure carbon with a whole bunch of porosity, high surface area, that doesn't start off as clean carbon. We have to make it clean. So the processes to clean carbon already exist in this world. They're already plentiful. There's tons of ways to do that. To answer your second question, for the budget for Mark 4.5, the budget for Mark 4.5, or Mark 4.5 is going to be run off of generators because it's going to consume a lot. It's going to consume about as much power as a house. So, with the generators, that's going to bring the cost up. It definitely will be about $20,000 altogether. And your third question?
About being a guest speaker, thinking about systems and how this is an integral part of the future. And
yes, I would absolutely be interested in being a guest speaker. To arrange that, send an email to me. You can go into my bio and get the link to the email there, or I'll tell you it is business@naturejab.com. Send me an email, and then we can definitely get that arranged for sure. I'm definitely interested.
Okay.
Thank you.
I really appreciate what you're doing. You're such an inspiration to so many. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay blessed.
You too.
Okay, let's see. Okay, nothing new on the YouTube, Twitch, or the Facebook there. Is your goal to completely cut out fossil fuel? No. We are not trying to completely cut out fossil fuel, trust me. We're trying to stay alive, guys. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, you are incredible.
Thank you.
You are an incredible person, but I do have a question. So when you do successfully bring this to market, and you do successfully clean up our planet from plastics, what do you do from there? Like, what do you do after we run out of plastics?
Well, I doubt that will ever come a time where we'll run out of plastics, but there will come a time where there's no more polluted plastics or littered plastics. What will I do then? That's a great question. Well, I do have some other devices to come up with within my mind that are locked away right now because I'm prioritizing this one. But in short, for as long as I'm here, there will always be things I am working on and creating to better all of humanity.
Man, I believe you, man. You are an incredible person, and I enjoy watching you and watching what you do. I believe in my heart that you'll have an incredible impact. You already have an incredible impact, but just be safe because people are like you are targeted, and don't mind the trolls that are on the internet, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're incredible, man. And thank you for bringing me on there. I'm more starstruck by you than LeBron James.
Well, thank you, man. Truly, I appreciate you. You stay blessed. Peace upon you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys' support so much, truly. I always tell you, you guys make this possible. I'm just a vessel. You know, it's all of our passion and our collective belief that we deserve a non-polluted earth and we deserve to have the power back in our hands as people. And I'm just a vessel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a vessel of all your beliefs and energy being funneled into me. So ultimately, this is not my project. It's not my machine. This is ours, right? We're all doing this together because I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I wouldn't even be able to build 4.5 like I am if it weren't for your guys believing in me. So I truly appreciate you guys so much. You said your views ain't been the same since that day. Since we ran the truck, yeah. TikTok, I think that TikTok, you know, I know I can only say so much on TikTok Live, but I'll say it like this. I don't think TikTok in particularly likes what I'm doing. Because ever since we had 30,000 people in here live when we ran the truck, they kind of shut things down. What's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Thank you for all that you're doing, man. I just wanted to chop it up with you a little bit because I do have a couple ideas like yours, and I would definitely like to build with you on that. Like you just mentioned, how you got a couple other machines that you're gonna be building straight out of your mind. I got a couple of those too. I wanted to ask you about Maxwell Chikumbutsu. Have you heard about his?
Yes. Thank you for the badge, Walker. I have heard of Maxwell Chikumbutsu.
Okay, I actually spoke to him a couple of times. Very good brother, man. And I think you and him and people like ourselves should definitely get together and definitely execute a couple of machines that's gonna not just free the world from having to pay for natural resources and stuff like that, such as electricity, gas, and so on and so forth. But I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about his technology, though? Do you think that that's something we could make available to the rest of the world, or do you think it could be like something that we have to build?
Yeah. So let me tell everybody what he did. So for those of you that don't know, there's a man from Africa. I forgot which country in Africa he's from. Which country was he from?
I'm not sure, but
okay. So his name was Maxwell Chikumbutsu, and he essentially created an energy receiver that could pull the energy that already exists from Zimbabwe, that already exists in the air, in the natural environments of the air, and then allow it to turn into electricity to power things. So he was able to essentially power like a TV, I think a helicopter too, completely wirelessly. And it wasn't some magic stuff, whatever. No, it literally is real science because there are energies that exist in the radio frequencies of the world, and you just tap into those with the proper receiver. And he ended up actually getting sick at some point, I believe, and he kind of disappeared for a little bit after that.
He's well and everything. I seen him pop back up, and I spoke to him.
That's great.
Recently. Gladly, he's still with us, and he's rocking strong, man. In fact, he's saying that he's getting his product out to the masses right now. That's what he's working on, getting his product to be available to the masses. Just like I believe you're trying to do right now, which I appreciate all the knowledge and everything that you're sharing.
Right.
I just hope we can look out for each other. I do plan on sending you a lot of funds to help you with your project.
I appreciate you.
Someday we get to collaborate.
For sure.
But hey, man, I know that you got more people coming up. And one more question I had for you before I go, though, was that when it comes to gasoline cars, right? Do you, because I've heard from one of my research that it doesn't really burn the gas; it just converted into steam. What do you think about that? Is that the true I would say process that happens when the car is burning fuel?
I wouldn't say so. Just understanding. I mean, I'll see it like this, right? Steam is a byproduct of when you burn fuels because there's going to be hydrogen and oxygen that are released that combine together and form steam. But just understanding the chemistry of how hydrocarbons work. The reason why fuels are flammable to begin with is because they're a mix of hydrogen and carbon, right? And when you light that hydrogen and carbon mix on fire, as you know, carbon monoxide is flammable, so is hydrogen, so they're very flammable products. And the results from that are that combustion, which is the energy which allows the engine to move. So the pressure from that combustion is what causes the engine to move, not necessarily steam being created.
Okay. Appreciate that insight, man. I'm gonna let somebody else up, man.
All right, man. Much love to you.
To you, man. We got your back, all right?
Blessings and peace upon you. I appreciate your support so much. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Walkhart, for the badge on Instagram. I appreciate you. I study ecology and biology, self-taught. I don't know much about chemistry, but this sounds like a great way to create something good from pollution if it works well. Absolutely, that's the whole goal. Turn our trash into cash. Turn our trash into fuel. What's up, Just? Have you heard of Parker Emerson? Yeah, when I was talking about the idea of pulling the energy that already exists in the atmosphere into electricity, Nikola Tesla was doing the same thing way back then. And then, we all know what kind of happened to him later in his life, right? He was building a giant tower, I think the Wardenclyffe Tower or something. And he was essentially working to do the same thing. And there was somebody named Parker. What is his name? Parker Edmondson. He goes by Dr. Parkenstein. He's working to relive Nikola Tesla's works. Do what he does. So imagine this. If we could create an atmospheric electrical generator, right? That pulls the energy that already exists in the air and the atmosphere and turns it into electricity, and we can run my machines off of that. Imagine that then, right? Because some people always want to say, well, you're not getting more energy out than you're getting in, even though we are. But even if we weren't, imagine if you could run this machine off of basically free energy, right? If you could do that, then it's like, it's a win-win-win-win-win. It's a win-win anyway, because like I said, we're getting rid of plastic waste, and we are getting more energy out than the energy we're getting in. And we're not breaking the law of thermodynamics because we're not creating energy. We're just extracting it from a very energy-dense source, i.e. plastic. Somebody said, stop notifying us so much. Let me tell you why I notify you guys so much when I go live. I'll tell you why. And it's because it's something that just happened now. I go live on Instagram primarily to let people in so they can ask their questions because I love to educate. And guess what Instagram does? After I let in about 6 to 7 people, it will not allow me to let anybody else in unless I restart the whole live stream. I don't know why they do this. If anybody else has had this issue on Instagram, please tell me the fix because it's been doing this to me for so long. And look, I hate having to restart the live stream. But it's the only solution I know how to fix this because like right now, I cannot let anybody else in on Instagram. It just loads. When I open up the request to join list, which normally is full of people, it just has a buffering symbol and it never goes away. I don't know why they do this to me, but there's no solution other than restarting the whole live stream, and I gotta notify everybody a million times, NatureJab is live, NatureJab is live. So I don't mean to, but it's the only solution, and of course, I want to let people in, I want to educate, I want people to feel free to ask their questions, so, I'm gonna keep restarting the live every time it does that. So yeah, if anybody has any solution that may work or may fix this, please let me know, because like I said, it's been doing this. You said your jacket is sweet. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment there. That's not fair. Exactly, Pete. Imagine if every time I wanted to see you guys talking on Facebook, after only like 10 people talk, I gotta restart the whole live stream. It's so annoying. Protect this young man. Keep up the positive work. You gotta share images of... Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. In short, if you're not pushing the agendas... If you're not pushing nonsense that destroys people's minds, they're going to make sure that you are very hard to get access to, very hard to find on people's For You page and such. That's essentially what we're trying to say. All right, so we're going to have to restart the Instagram live again, unfortunately. You said, okay, yeah, so I could just show a nip and then I'll be able to go live again on Instagram. Exactly. Let me just... let me just step down... Let me just sacrifice and sell my soul so that way Instagram stops messing up my live streams. You guys know how the world works. Let's go ahead and do it, guys. Come on. I'm launching my OnlyFans tonight. All right. I'll restart this live stream on Instagram now. Where did you learn how to weld? I learned how to weld in high school. I was in a welding program. What's the Discord? It's, you got to go into my bio. Type naturejab.info on your web browser bar. And then you'll be in the bio link and you'll be able to get to the Discord. In 10 minutes, we're going to be moving over to a Discord Q&A. in 10 minutes. Where do you make your biofuel? After making it, is there any leftover waste? If so, what do you do with it? Great question there, Jeremy. Where do I make it? I've been making it in my backyard, but I'm eventually going to get property to make it because it's getting big and it's getting dangerous. We back again. Is there any waste? Let me tell you the waste of my reactor, okay? Guys, let me tell you, my reactor creates a ton of waste. Let me tell you what all the waste is. Gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, natural gas, solid carbon. That's a ton of waste my reactor bloody makes. Crikey! It makes a ton of bloody waste, man. What are we going to do with all this waste? It's not like we can just put it in our car, right? Oh, wait, we can. So the waste are the fuel products of this reactor. That's the beautiful thing. The byproducts and the waste products are the fuels. So the reactor has no emissions, no pollution. It's a closed loop, baby. Circular economy, baby. That's what it is. Can you show us what comes out of the reactor after you make fuel? Yeah, I actually have a lot of clips of it on all social medias and YouTube. It's pure carbon that comes out of the reactor, essentially. All right, let me let you guys hear on Instagram. Like I said, 10 minutes, we're moving over to Discord, the Pyrolysis tribe. It's in my bio, naturejab.info. Are there types of plastics that produce different fuels, or is it different methods? Yeah, every type of plastic will give you different yields of fuels, every single type. So, you know, that's why I say we get gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, not just one or the other. Hello?
Hello?
Hey. What's your question?
So what would happen if I put the gas from my plastic into my car and then shove an Xbox into my gas tank? Will the car go up, or will the carburetor I hooked up blow the horn bell again?
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. What about you?
Doing good, man. So I just wanted to come in here. I watch your lives all the time, man. I'm really, really proud of what you're doing. So one thing I wanted to know is, how did you deal with, I guess, growing up as a kid? You know, I would assume that you were a little bit different from everybody, you know, judging by your mind. How did you deal with, I guess, bullies?
You know what's funny? Let me tell you something funny. When I was growing up in school, I was mostly bullied by girls. So yeah, I think what you said was absolutely right. When I was in school, I was very different. And in fact, if you were asking anybody that I went to school with, right, they would all tell you that I was very, very, you could say weird, but in a good way. Like I was always a comedian and stuff in school, but I was different and very abstract. And it's primarily because my mind was always deeper. People, when I was growing up my whole life, would always say like, "Oh, you're an old soul. You're an old soul." And I feel like when you are, like, I guess you could say wise, and you also have an intellectual edge, I think that some people can just pick up on that subconsciously, right? And I think that they want to take away from it. So people will then go to you and target you, right? Because like I said, like when I was bullied in school, it was always from girls for some reason, and that was consistent from elementary to high school. Like always the same thing, and it was always them like saying things like, "Oh, you're ugly" and stuff. And that was so consistent. I think that it's an energetic thing. I think that people can literally sense and pick up on, "Oh, this person is going somewhere. This person isn't just doing these things that we all do. They're actually building towards something." And I think maybe it's like a jealousy or envious thing. And so to this day, there's a, you can still pick up on that same energy in some places from people. And I think ultimately how I dealt with it is the same way I deal with it now. You just got to remember who you are. You got to have your foundation and spirit strong, and just remember, like, I would tell myself this back then, I do now. I'd be like, well, that I am going to do something great for this world. I wish nothing against them. I have nothing bad towards them, but they certainly are not getting any closer to doing anything good by wasting their time trying to take me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I certainly am not going anywhere, right? I'm fixed on my mission, and that's all I'm focused on.
Yeah, man, that's what I love to hear, man. Well, I love what you turned it into. I'll let you get back to answer questions and stuff. I won't hold you too long on here.
For sure.
Appreciate you letting me in, though.
Hey, much love and respect to you. Blessings and peace.
For sure, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right. You said, bro, hire me. Good resume, clean working, hard working, clean record and hard working. Business at naturejab.com. Send an email. We'll get you in the system. When we start to open up for our employees, we'll already have you in there. You have an edge over everybody else. Thank you, Crypto DeLuffy, for the badge or for the roses on TikTok. I appreciate you. Who's next? You said when girls bully you, it's because they want to make babies with you. Okay. Well, I guess there's a ton of perspectives, right? To everything in life. Trying to get the next people in here. I don't know what's going on. It's not letting them in. Guys, in 4 minutes, after about 2 people, we're going to go ahead and go over to Discord, especially with Instagram being weird like this. You want to talk? All right, I'll let you in. Head glass only. If it lets you in, you're not even on the list. Head glass only. I can't let you in. All right, T Roots. What is your background? How do you say? My background is just in welding. What's up, man?
Hey, dude. I really support what you do. You're starting something that's really challenging. A lot of people want to hate on it. And the fact that you're still here doing what you're doing, I respect you for that. So, I just want to let you know that, I just want to offer a promotion for you just to help shoot commercial, help do something for you. I understand you just put up your information for your business. I just want to let you know that, I'm not going to, promote myself on your Instagram, but I'd like to talk to you about, a business opportunity and just, promoting. I do media and cameras and everything. I want to continue supporting what you do and be a part of what you're doing. So if I could be, in the media part of it, I'd love to support it. And, I really, I see all kinds of mixed feelings and people on here doing all kinds of trying to waste your time, but I see it, you're stuck on a mission, and so am I. So if we could be, stronger together, weaker divided,
Absolutely.
So if we could sit here and bring it together and be a community and see what the bigger mission is here. I like what you're doing, and yeah, CO2 is a lot better than what's in the air right now, so I see it, man. A lot of the argument is just people don't know what's on the other side of the door until you walk across it. How are we going to know? Trial and error. That's the beauty about part life,
Absolutely. So, absolutely. Hey, man, and when it comes to your business proposals, send me an email, business@naturejab.com, and we'll definitely we'll discuss on that. We'll set up a meeting and such. So thank you, man. I appreciate your support so much.
Yeah. Stay up, bro. Stay up.
Oh, always. Blessings and peace. Blessings and peace. Oh, I cut him off too early. My apologies. But yes, it is for the greater good of all humanity. Absolutely. Oh, here you go. Head glass only. The Discord is in my naturejab.info, my bio, my link tree. Naturejab.info. You can join the Discord server there, the Pyrolysis tribe. I'm not sure head glass only. It's not letting you in. I'm trying to let you in head glass only, but it's not letting you in. Are you scared of big oil coming after you? No, because I'm not doing anything that they're going to get mad at me for. Tommy said, what's the Discord? It's in my... You type on your address bar, naturejab.info, and you go to scroll into my link tree. It'll take you to the Discord. Julian, my parents want to move by the end of this year, so I want to be able to work with you. Where are you? You're in Georgia? You're in Georgia? The official? Send me an email. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But it's not letting anybody else in. We're going to get started on the Discord here. We're going to get started on the Discord, guys. Once again, if you want to join... Oh, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey.
So, I got a couple questions for you about your setup. First one, have you actually tried using tires in your setup? Just like shredded tires.
I have used tires, and they work amazing. They make a lot of diesel, and then you're able to get all the steel in the tire as a recovery mineral.
Cool. And the second question is, instead of using an inert gas, have you tried using high vacuum?
You can use a high vacuum. The reason I haven't is because my machines up to this point have not been the best welded. They have not had the best seals, and under a vacuum, it would actually suck in oxygen through all the little leak holes and stuff, and it would blow up the machine when it gets vapors and stuff built up in there. But my next machine is going to be put together very well, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
Yeah, because I worked with furnaces that use high vacuum down to like 15 micron, and it's pretty crazy. Like, if you can get that done, you'll be able to capture everything that off gases, and then you can process it for your different fueling needs, like running as butane or isobutane or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just keep doing what you're doing. It's cool. I'm happy that those things work. I'm just watching what you're doing, and keep it up, man.
All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate your support and much love to you. And we're definitely, that's what we're doing. We're building these better machines. We're starting to improve on things like that. So thank you, man. Hey, you guys on Discord, raise your hand when you're ready to come in. I'll let you in once you raise your hand on Discord, okay? For your questions. Okay? And then when you guys don't have your hands raised, we're going to be letting in people on the Instagram. So I see we got somebody on Discord just joined. Named Drake. I don't know what that's going on. Drake with a Drake profile picture. That's a little weird. So yeah, guys, on Discord, I don't know if you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, raise your hand and I'll let you in. Okay, the pizza guy wants to come in. On Discord. We're on Discord, by the way, guys, on Instagram. Hello? Wait, 1 second. I can't. Oh, here we go. I can hear you now. We're good.
Okay. I was the guy that tried to join during the Instagram live. I was just wondering if there's like, I guess, a place or like a link that compiles like all of like what you stand for, like the process to your invention, I guess, like what it does.
Yes. Okay, so you can go on my YouTube channel, right? My very first YouTube video does show all that stuff, right, for one. And then after that, you can actually go into my YouTube channel, go to my playlist. So I have a playlist called Mark IV Running. That shows my Mark IV machine, the whole process of how we run it, us putting the plastic in, getting the fuels out, and just explaining everything in a great way.
Okay, cool. That was all I had. Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Next, we have Drake on the Discord. There's a guy named Drake with a Drake profile picture. Matter of fact, I will do this so you guys can actually see on the Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We're gonna let Drake in here. Who knows what's about to happen? Maybe Champagne Poppy himself is in here. Let's see. Oh. It changed to Ram Ranch all of a sudden. All right, Ram Ranch, you're up. We cannot hear you. Very muffled, very muffled.
You know, when you did, I let you go and unzip my account.
Did you guys hear anything? I didn't hear anything. It was very muffled. I just heard NatureJab. And unzip. I don't think that's a good combination there. I don't know what in the world we just heard there, but couldn't have been anything good. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, next, you guys on the Discord, raise your hand if you want me to let you in. In the meantime, we're gonna let somebody in on the Instagram. I don't know what that was. Look. They said NatureJab, I love you, my cowboy leather. I don't know what the heck that was. Yeah, like their profile picture was Drake. I clicked on them and it switched to Lil Nas X and it said Ram Ranch. What the heck was that? All right, that was weird. Hey Bonnie, you say good to hear you laugh. Yeah, it's great to laugh. It's great to laugh. All right, hello. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you. Okay. All right. Once again, guys on Discord, you have to raise your hand for me to let you in. If you don't raise your hands, I won't be able to let you in. So, oh great. It looks like okay. Jay has his hand raised. Let me let Jay in on the Discord. You turn water into twisted tea. What is twisted tea? Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, I just have one question about, will this also work with something like styrofoam?
Yes. Yes, it will.
I can't hear you. Say that again?
It will work with styrofoam.
Okay, that's it. That's
Thank
my
you.
own question.
Thank you. All right, next we're gonna let in. I just see his name as G. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm great. What
So-
about you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, are you allowed to say what part of Georgia you live in?
I'll say it like this. I'm close to Atlanta.
How close?
I'm not getting more specific than that, but I'll say it like
Alright.
this. If you're close to Atlanta, you probably are not far from me.
I'm like near the Macon area, if you know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but see, the thing is, I wanted to help work with the machine, like be a volunteer. But I'm 15, and my parents want to move back up north. So, like, I wanted to work with you, but I can't, sadly. Like that was kind of the only thing.
Oh, well, here's the thing. You know, when we built Mark V, it definitely would be a lot more hands-on of a project, so there may be potential for you to help out then for sure. I appreciate you and your enthusiasm for wanting to help, you know, absolutely. So, I mean, you know, yeah, I'll say it like this, right? You know, if you yourself or your family or somebody you know has a microwave that you don't need anymore, you know, you can reach out to me and you can contribute a microwave to the project.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Yep.
Next, the rest of you guys on the Discord, once again, you have to raise your hand if you want me to let you in. In the meantime, we're gonna let somebody else in on the Instagram here. Let's see. Who else wants to come in? All right, we're gonna let in Eugene on Instagram. I am the gasoline guy. I'm the plastoline guy. Oh, we got okay. Somebody. Oh, you had your hand raised there, Nema, on the Discord. I was about to let you in, then you put your hand down. Because this person on Instagram, they're not coming in here. Yeah, once again, you guys raise your hand on the Discord, and I'll let you in. Let's see, Mega. I'll let in Mega on Instagram. What? How come it says you guys are declining on Instagram when I go to let you in? It says you're requesting to come in, and I go to let you in, and it says it's declined. Big Man E on the Discord. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here, but almost everybody I'm trying to let in, it just says declined or it's not working. It's really weird. Hello? It's really laggy. It's really laggy and choppy.
Do you got my audio?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's just really laggy.
Okay, one question. What is like the product ratio from massive plastic put in to massive fuel taken out?
20 pounds of plastic to 1 gallon of fuel.
Pretty good. Awesome.
Thank you. Hey, much love and support to you. Okay. Guys on Discord, raise your hand if you want me to let you in. We got $12 on Venmo from Chris Collins. Thank you so much, Chris Collins. I'm not sure if you're on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. We got a lot of things going on, but thank you so much for the $12 donation on Venmo. I appreciate your contribution to Earth, humanity, and to history. You just found my IG right now. Well, it's great that I'm glad to have you in here, man. Thank you, Breton, for the donation on TikTok, for the hat donation. I appreciate you, man. Okay, Jay has their hand up on the Discord. We'll let you in a second here. What's up?
Hey, there we go. Yeah, I just had a quick question about did you ever hear about like Randall Carlson? You ever heard that name?
No.
He was on Joe Rogan Experience a couple of times. It's usually about some kind of event. But one interview that didn't get aired was an inventor coming on, and this invention that he had was the plasmoid I'm missing a word here. But basically, it was to cycle exhaust, and it comes out cooler and then without any carbon at all. So, I mean, if you had both of those, I mean, it would kind of work hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, because when you burn these fuels, you're gonna make exhaust. That reminds me of something, because I once heard some people telling me about something called the Thunderbolt generator, which did the same. Okay. Okay. Yep. So yeah, I think that's a great integration. Because look, here's the thing. I think you know this as well, and you probably agree with me here, but I don't think engines should be removed. I think engines are an amazing technology.
Exactly.
I think
I'm a big fan myself. I'm a CNC machinist myself, so I'd really hate to see that kind of thing go, honestly, because I'm kind of a rich monkey. But yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I'm already planning. I already got my own little thing going. I'm drawing up right now. Thinking about tearing apart a couple of water heaters, trying to weld those bad boys together.
Yeah.
I think where I got caught up, I just learned last night, was that you have to do it outside, without any oxygen inside of the tank.
Yes.
How did you perfect that? Do you have to suck the air out or pressurize?
Well, the first thing is it needs to be truly airtight. That means you have to have hermetically sealed weld. Like, you can't just have farmer welds. You have to have genuinely good welds.
Video where you had to do what was it, 6 passes?
6 passes over the same area, and they all have to have no porosity and stuff. You have to do genuine real welds. And then on top of that, you got every gasket, you have every point of entry, even where the microwaves come in and out. Every single seal, inlet, and outlet has to be the same thing. You got to put the thread, tape, and the dope on every pipe, because if oxygen can get in and you put it under a vacuum to suck the oxygen out, it'll actually suck oxygen in. It's a bomb. Or after that, on top of that, right? If you have leaks, and let's say you just push out the oxygen with argon or nitrogen or something, an inert gas, no oxygen, you have leaks. And if you have leaks of the pyrolysis gas leaving, you're losing energy, you're losing fuel, you're losing money. So you got to have that thing completely airtight. So it's definitely a process to build. But
one more question. I was wondering, so you said maybe in one of the videos that it could vary the magnetrons in the microwaves.
Yeah.
Is there a specific brand or anything like that you tend to hunt for?
There's not any specific brand. The specific power level I like is magnetrons that are over 1 kilowatts, or 1,000 watts. There's some microwaves that are 800 watts. Some that are 1,000 watts. I like to go no less than 1,000 watts because those are more powerful.
That makes sense, especially if you're strapping 6 of them on.
You want to get as much power per one as possible. So yeah, that's what I tend to do. Thank you for your questions, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hit me up anytime, buddy.
All right, for sure. You take care and stay blessed. All right, let me let you guys in on the Discord now. I'll let you in, Jay, and I'll let you in, cameraman. All right, Jay, you're up, and you're next, cameraman, on Discord. How do you join the Discord? NatureJab.info in the link tree. What's up? Hello? You here? 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, next. Cameraman. All right, cameraman, you're up. What's up? Hello? What is going on? Why is nobody talking? Are you guys muted or something, or are both of your mics not working? I can hear you now, Jay. I can hear you now.
Okay. I just heard the other person talking about how much it actually produces, and you gave 20 pounds to 1 gallon of fuel. But when you talk about fuel, are you talking about crude oil, diesel, or gasoline?
I'm talking about. Wait 1 second. I'm talking about all 3 of the fuels mixed together: gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel.
Can you say that again?
When I say we're making 1 gallon of fuel to 20 pounds of plastic, that means that out of the 20 pounds of plastic, we're getting 1 gallon of a mix of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel.
Okay, I see. And then I had a question about, I was listening to you earlier talking about Tesla on the Instagram. Now, have you heard of Charlie Solis?
No, I've never heard of that, or of him.
So he's also someone doing exactly what you're doing on social media, but he's building pretty much Tesla patents, something like the Tesla turbine. And I feel like you two would definitely be able to hit it off really well.
You said
if you actually
what?
look him up at least.
Yeah, can you type his name in the chat? Can you type his name in the Discord chat?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you for letting me know.
All right, cameraman. I'm gonna unmute you. Is your mic working now, cameraman? Cameraman, hello. The rest of you guys in the Discord, you have to raise your hand. If you want me to let you in. We'll end the next person on Instagram. I'm not sure. I guess I'll leave you up here, cameraman. No, it's not working. I'll leave you up here, cameraman. We're gonna let somebody in on the Instagram. Charlie Solis. Okay, let me write it down in my notes. Charlie Solis. Kick him and add him back. Okay. All right, I'll kick him and add you back, cameraman. Matter of fact, you might need to disconnect from the whole call and come back in. That might be what works. But yeah, like I said, in the meantime, let me let in Dab on the Instagram. What was the last dude's name again? I forgot what his name was too. To be real.
What's up, man?
Hey.
I work at a clean energy company that compresses gas.
Oh.
I wanted to show you inside one of our skids.
Oh wow.
They claim to compress gas from manure and waste, but we get a lot of it from HR Grid. But the goal of the company is to use manure and compress it into gas. I just wanted to show you their setup.
Oh man, I'm liking this. Let me see if I can show you guys on the YouTube what he's showing us. Let me move my camera here. Actually, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, it's kind of fixed. Man, he got the industrial setup here.
So, any questions I can answer for you, man?
So you guys are making methane, right?
Yeah, they get methane. They claim that it's mostly manure and waste, cow manure, but I'm pretty sure it's coming from a lot of different sources because we're pulling from HR Grid and stuff like that. I used to work in petroleum for the military. I used to do mobile gas stations, so I could set up mobile gas stations.
Wow.
Too. I could give you some information on how to make a mobile gas station out of your setup too, out of your tank.
Yeah. Whoa. So, because you know what, I've seen some documentaries of landfills that do the same thing. They get the methane from the landfills, and then they store the gas and compress it and stuff.
These are pressure relief valves that we have.
What are they rated at? What pressure do they go off at?
So we have different stages. They're all different. I could send you the specs if you want to talk to me through PM and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely am interested because this is a type of industrial stuff that I like to get into here. Looking at this type of thing. Let me see if I can show you guys what he's showing me on the Discord at least. Yeah. So, I mean, what's the name of the company? Are you able to share that?
It's called Clean Energy.
Clean Energy. And where's it based out of?
It's all over the states. They have like over 50 stations.
Oh wow! So Clean Energy, okay. Clean Energy.
We have it's a blow down tank. Then that's the inlet coming in here. This is a six stage compressor right here, 4,000 psi.
Oh, you know what? I do have questions to you for the compressors, right? Because when I've been compressing my gas, I've only been compressing it to up to about, I think, 150 to 200 psi, right? What is there some type of compressor that I can buy on the market, like myself as a consumer, that can compress my gas up to high PSIs?
Yeah, this company is called Ariel. Ariel is one of the best companies for that.
And they make like consumer level compressors. Ariel.
Yeah, they have a compressor that's only 2 throws. They don't have to be 6 throws. It's only 2 throws. They have compressors only 2 throws.
And what does that mean for it to be a throw?
So basically, this is the crankshaft right here. They have cylinders in every throw compressing the gas. And then it's going through scrubber. So each stage has a certain pressure and temperature. So it goes through one of the cylinders and basically gets pushed in and compressed by the cylinder from the crankshaft, and then goes into the scrubber, which cools down and also separates the stuff that we don't want from the gas, and then it goes on to the second stage, third stage, and fourth stage.
Wow.
So pressure relief valves throughout the whole thing, scrubbers throughout the whole system, actuators Opening and closing.
Man, hey man, look, I really appreciate you for showing all this. This is crazy. I love this. Because listen, guys, what he's showing us right here is not far from what Mark V will be at the industrial level. You're going to have all these things, the pressure release valves, the actuators, the computers, the monitors, the sensors, all of this stuff that he's showing us.
Sir.
Man.
I need what you're doing, man. So,
For sure, for sure. Hey, man, I appreciate you again. Thank you so much for coming in here and showing all this. I love to see this type of stuff. And thank you for the plug on the gas compressors. I'm definitely going to take a look at Ariel.
no problem, boss.
All right. You take care. Stay blessed, man. Stay safe.
You too. You too.
All right. All right. So what I'm going to do on Discord, guys, is I forgot I had the secondary webcam. I'll just plug it in so you guys can actually see me on the Discord too. Now, we don't have anybody else that's requested to come in on the Discord. However, if you guys do want to come in on Discord, raise your hand. I'll let you in. And unfortunately, guys, you know what? You all know at this point what Instagram does to me. After I let in about 5 or 6, 7 people, Instagram no longer lets me let anybody else in unless I restart the whole live stream. Super intelligent planet saving knee man. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to restart the Instagram live stream to keep letting you guys in. The lag is so bad. Oh man. So clearly we're lagging on Discord. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot going on. Instagram is better? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Instagram is better, it seems right now. So the lag on Discord is pretty bad, you're saying. I'm surprised about that, honestly. I'm surprised that Discord is lagging. I'm surprised. Yeah, some people are saying Instagram is lagging. Some people say TikTok is lagging. I would have never thought Discord of all things would be lagging, but it could be because I have a lot of bandwidth right now on my computer going through. You would try, but Nema, you just had your hand up earlier. I remember. In fact, let me turn on my camera here. You guys on Discord can't see me. Yeah, you just had your hand up, Nema, for a second, and you put it down right as I was about to let you in. You ain't got shit to say. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Well, I think I got the camera on here. Yeah, there we go. We got the camera on Discord. Let me restart my Instagram live. Once again, you guys on Discord gotta raise your hands. Let me save this live stream so I can remember what that guy that came in there. Compressors. Compression. We'll just name it compression. Okay. So now let us go and let us restart this Instagram live. You said it'll be a high yeah. You ain't got your stuff working, the cameraman. Hey guys on Twitch. What's up, Waffle on Twitch? We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Guys on all these other platforms, we are on the Discord right now as well. If you want to join the Discord to come in and ask a question, you can. NatureJab.info. We're not lagging on YouTube, Lucas. Hey, we got $5 from Carol Warhol. Carol, thank you so much. You're watching on TikTok. Thank you so much, Carol Warhol. Again, you donate every live stream with the super chats on YouTube. I appreciate you so much for your contribution to the project and to history. Have you ever made a wood gas stove? Yes, I have. I've made a few in my life. All right, we're back on 1, 2, 3. What are you 1, 2, 3? What are you talking about? This is not 90 Day Fiance 1, 2, 3. Think about people taking your back and stuff. Would you say you're a genius? You know, here's the thing. I personally cannot commit fellatio. I'll say it like that, right? Do I have Venmo? Yes, the Venmo is NatureJab. I'll say it like this. I'm not going to say that I think that I'm super smart or genius, but I will say this. I do truly believe that I am very ambitious and have an extreme perseverance. I never give up. That's it. Because ultimately, anybody could do what I did if somebody was passionate and really focused. So I'm not going to say like I'm a genius as if I'm better or have an edge over anybody. Christian bought a badge on Instagram. Thank you so much, Christian. All right, let me let in Eugene. Somebody trying to date you. You are precious. No, they're trying to hit on somebody else in the chat. I'm like, okay, you do what you do. You like my shirt? Thank you.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up?
Yo, so you said you got into this field by welding?
Yes.
How did you find out about like the microwaves? What is it? The Megatron?
Magnetron.
How'd you find out about that? I'm interested because I would like gas is just really expensive, and so I really want to like in my head I'm thinking like I want to make my own gas or like figure something out. And so I just came across your page like a few days ago, and I saw one of your videos on YouTube, so I followed you on IG. But how'd you find out about this stuff? Because it's amazing.
I just used Google to find out about it. If you just go on Google and search plastic into fuel, plastic pyrolysis, microwave pyrolysis of plastic waste, thousands of research papers.
I've been looking it up since I found your page. I've been looking up the process, and eventually I would love to try to build a machine as well.
Hey man, look, my YouTube channel was NatureJab. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to playlists. I have a playlist called Construction. I show how I've built my machines. And if you know how to weld, you can actually build them. And you have some experience with electronics. You don't have a crazy amount, but you have to have some experience, right? So you don't shock yourself. Because I used to be white, now I'm black because I shocked myself so bad, But anyways, go on the YouTube channel, Construction playlist. You will learn how to make them. And then, yeah. I'm also going to be writing a book with instructions as well in the book, the blueprints as well.
Do that. Yeah, well, I appreciate your work, man. I appreciate everything I've seen from your videos. I enjoy watching you work. I have a little bit of welding under my belt, but I probably need a lot more. I never pipe welded, which is like going around.
Yeah.
I never did that, but I'm gonna have to tighten up on it because this is very inspiring too.
Thank
very
you.
Inspiring.
And
so
man,
I hope you continue to move forward. 300,000. And man, yeah, I support you. Yeah, full on.
For sure. I appreciate you, man. Right. Take care. Let me see. Somebody bought a badge on the Instagram. I need to find them and thank them. It might have been a second ago, though. It might take a while. I think. Oh, it was Christian. I already think what you're doing is really amazing. I can't give you a lot, but I give double heart. So that's like something right. Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate you. I need a proper scientific report to really believe it, though. Like from him. So Nema, go on naturejab.com, go to the facts page, the FAQs, and or even on my YouTube channel in the description, I have a scientific research paper on microwave pyrolysis that is listed in both of those sections, and you can go and you'll see it, that this is absolute science. I understand people be skeptical, we live in an age of scammers and clout chasers and a whole bunch of degeneracy. But everything I do is based off of my own experiments that I've seen on YouTube, and also everything I do is based off of 100% science. So, what's up, man?
Hey, dude. Yeah, I talked to you earlier, but I didn't know earlier. You said you out of Atlanta.
I am out of Atlanta.
Because there's some really cool people in the hip hop scene and the black culture in Atlanta. And, in Atlanta, they're all about supporting each other, right?
Look, I'm not going to, speak necessarily in any way, but I will say this. I've been in the game for a few years now. I've had many, many, many viral videos on many, many, many platforms, and I have not had, I guess you could say, I've not been granted the opportunity to collaborate with big figures locally. I'll say it like that. They have not really reached out. I'll say it like that. So
I understand. Well, I also want to say, the the thing that you're going at is very obscure, you know, and like I've been interested in keeping up the oceans and getting rid of plastic waste and shit a long time, but I just found you like this past year, man. And like, you know, some of these old people involved in hip hop and entertainment industries, you know, that, you know, didn't sell their soul. You feel me?
Right. We got $5 from Lucas on YouTube. Thank you so much, Lucas. I appreciate you. We go on.
Like some of these old OGs, you know, they support young cats out the community like you, man. And it's like sometimes, like, you know, you're talking about some really far out shit, like to normal people. You feel me? No disrespect, but it's like as soon as they start to feel the energy you're giving off, like they're gonna support you, dog. And I just want you to know, like, you know, Atlanta is a very positive community when it comes to Black energy and Black activism in different ways. And, you know, just like, you know, just remember, like, you're never alone. Like, but fuck shit, you gotta be alone to fucking come up with some of these ideas and shit. But
that's
at
true.
the same time, once you get the shit formulated, bro, there's gonna be a whole economy of people that are gonna support you, dog. And it's all love, bro. And I just want to say, bro.
Hey, much love to you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, man. You take care.
Hey, you too, man.
All right, Yoshi wants to come in on Discord. All right, Yoshi. Yoshi, you're the first person that wants to come in in a while. We haven't had somebody come up on the Discord in a second. He said, imagine someone rapping about microwaving plastic, LOL. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of funny, right? Little baby raps about microwaving plastic. Hello? What's up, Yoshi? Did I pray? Since all right. And he's gone too. Nico, I saw you had your hand up, Nico Sniper. If you want to come back in, just raise your hand again. I'll let you in. I don't know what was going on. That was him. No, that wasn't me. I don't know. We got $5 from Tyree Slater on Cash App. Thank you so much, Tyree, for the $5 donation on Cash App. I appreciate you so much for your contribution to the project and to history. All right, I'm going to let the next person on the Instagram here. How do you motivate yourself, especially in the downtimes and pressure? That's a great question. I'll get to that in a second. What's up?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm great. What about you?
Doing fantastic, man. I just wanted to poke in and let you know that, you know, I have a fabrication shop here in Carson City, Nevada, and we mainly focus on high pressure processing systems. And I personally work with a lot of engineering companies to help certify these systems for industrial use, you know. So as you're starting to get your site plans ready and looking forward to getting funding for engineer peer review, maybe I can, if you'd want, I can help you maybe touch up those plans to make sure that you have everything included that you might need to make sure that you don't miss anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I look, I completely respect you and appreciate you for coming on here to say that. Will you be able to send me an email, business@naturejab.com, so I can make sure that I got you in my system?
Yeah, what's that email?
It's business@naturejab.com. Yep, so just send me an email saying exactly pretty much what you said here. I'll have you locked in when we get to Mark 5. I'll be reaching out to you.
Yeah, we should plan before that.
Before that? Right. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure you're set up for getting that money and moving forward. Yeah, I was talking to you earlier about hydrostatic pressuring, testing those tanks to make sure you don't have any.
Oh, yeah, so I actually have a question for you. What is hydrostatic pressure? That's with water, right?
Yeah, so when you put the water in, it's safer. Because, like, if you can imagine the pressure of a bolt shooting out versus water going through that, it's much safer to start with water.
Than air?
Yeah.
So you just take a pressure washer. Is that what you do? You take a pressure washer?
You can just throw water in the tank, right? The idea is that the water is always going to shoot out before the air.
So, but my question to you is, so you're saying you literally could just take a hose and put water in the tank?
Yeah, because the idea is if there's a leak, the water is going to push out before the air.
Oh, okay, I get you. So you don't even have to put the water under much pressure. You just put water in it, and then you expose any pinholes.
So, I mean, yeah, our systems are a little bit higher rated. So, we put ours at 50 PSI, but I doubt you'd want to do anything like that with your tanks.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is this right here, right? The process of pyrolysis actually operates under very little pressure. But, of course, despite that, I'm going to make sure that I have my stuff well overrated. Because you may never know if you did too much, but you would sure know if you did too little.
What's your pressure relief valve at?
It's 5 PSI.
Yeah, so that's minimal.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even start with a vacuum test on it to make sure that there's no leaks.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, I'm doing so many welds on this that honestly, I think that I will have more of an issue with my gasket seals leaking before my welds. But we're going to test the whole thing, of course. Test my welds. But of course, like with the manway and stuff, those have their own gaskets. And then the wave guys with the microwaves come in have their own types of gaskets. And as those can also be a source of leaking as well.
Have you looked into compatibility with the microwave and see if there's any issues with the gaskets?
No, I use silicone, which is microwave transparent, so the silicone does not get eaten up by the microwaves. But the issue is with silicone is over time with all the heat and pressure expansion, it gets a little. So I'm going to be using PTFE, which is microwave transparent Teflon, but it also does not. It's better resistive. So yeah.
We use PTFE or we use what's it called? Shoot, it's like Chinese rubber.
Viton. Yeah. Fiberglass is a good one too, but fiberglass usually doesn't give that good of a seal in my experiments that I've tested fiberglass on, but it is microwave transparent and doesn't break down under acids or anything.
Yeah, you can also look into Buna gaskets, BUNA.
Yeah. I've heard of those.
If you have any questions as you're going along, feel free to shoot them over to me. I'm happy to help.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, like I said, send me that email, and then we're going to be talking, man. I appreciate you truly for the insights.
If you want help with numbers for the business plan as well, we can help you with that.
Okay, for sure, man. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you so much. Respect.
You over here from Nevada, man.
Hey, much love to Nevada. All right. Let me let these guys in on the Discord. Yoshi wants to come in again, but Yoshi, you gotta wait because last time I let you in, we couldn't even hear you, and it sounded like you had like Brexit in your mouth. All right, what's up, Mega Medkit?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you for the badge, HBL Max on Instagram. What's up? What's your question?
I would like to know how do you exactly sift through the different gases, the diesel, gasoline, and the jet fuel?
We have to put those gas. That's a great question, by the way. We have to take this mix, right? We get the mix out of the machine. Gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, all mixed together. The only way to separate oils like that is through the process of distillation. And distillation is the same process that the crude oil refineries use to take crude oil and get the gasoline, diesel, jet fuel out. So how does that work, right? Well, when you distill these fuels, which is when you put them into a container that you heat up and it goes up into a tower, it works by temperature. The lower the temperature, the lighter the gas that comes out. So, for example, gasoline is considered one of the lighter gases because it has less energy in it and it has shorter chains. So gasoline comes out at a lower temperature. Like, let's say gasoline comes out at 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 40 C, right? Then you bring the temperature up to like 150 Fahrenheit or like about 75 C or so. Now you might get jet fuel. Bring it up to 200 Fahrenheit, about just under 100 C. Now you're getting diesel. And then we can actually test these oils to make sure is it really gasoline, diesel, kerosene by seeing its properties. For example, gasoline, if you take a flame to it, it will light immediately. Gasoline or jet fuel, you take a flame to them, they will not light. So that's how I tested my fuels to know, I'm making gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel.
I forgot another question I was going to ask.
All right, well, you can always come back in. Yeah, you can always come back in. There's very low traffic right now on the Discord anyway, so I'll let you back in. Hale asked, have you always been passionate about this? Or was there a specific event that really made you start to dive in? Well, I've always been passionate about a few things in my life. One of them has been justice for all of humanity. Another thing has been the environment. But I really didn't become passionate about turning plastics into fuel or the plastic problem until I was in 10th grade and I saw the video of the turtle with the straw in its nose, right? Because when I saw that, and I'm like, there are literally animals suffering because of us putting our pollution everywhere, right? And we're just letting it sit there. Because, like, of course, we all see the stuff with these boats. Oh, the boats go out and get the plastic out of the ocean. But the issue is not that we're not trying to get it out. The issue is that we're putting it in there to begin with. The boats might get out 100 million pounds a day. We're putting in 200 million pounds every day, right? So the true solution is not a bandage, like just getting a boat out there. We have to truly bring so much value to plastic waste that we never throw it away to begin with. If plastic is money, we will never throw it away. There's no such thing as ocean monies, right? So if we can turn plastic into fuel, learning that it comes from crude oil, that just closes the loop, because if it can be turned into one of the most valuable things on earth, crude oil, then that solves the whole issue, because when we can do that efficiently, it's money, and nobody's going to throw money away. I guarantee you that. All right, now I'll let you in, Yoshi. Who knows? Hopefully your mic will be fixed this time.
Yeah, hopefully my mic is fixed this time.
Yeah, we can hear you a lot better
now. Good.
What's your question?
What is my question?
Yeah.
Oh, chat. What is my question? Oh, I know. Listen here. I have a very important message for you. I want you to listen to the entire thing, okay?
Okay.
All right. Everyone, turn off the lights. Get yourself a drink. Popcorn. Because we got an important message.
All right, say it.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. But that doesn't mean the missile looks on itself in despair. A missile must travel ludicrous distances to reach its target. The target often being miles away. A speck. A dream. Its chances of hitting its target is slim at most, especially if it's outdated, unprepared, and has rotted in storage for years. And the target is moving at such speeds it inconceivable to the human mind. But despite all this, the missile doesn't tell itself it doesn't know where it is. It merely tells itself where it should go.
What is this bollocks? What is this bollocks? I asked you have a question to come in here to ask for the process, and you're playing missile ASMR or some weird stuff, some weird senpai missile stuff in my bloody live stream. What is this absolute bollocks?
You can't read the message in that line?
No, what's the message in what? What is the metaphor? There's no metaphor.
My goodness. Your Instagram chat.
Heaven and earth.
All right, man, you're out of, because people have actual questions. There are people with actual questions. This is your last chance right now. Do you have a question? Yes or no? Yeah. Do you have a question? Yes or no? All right, piss off, mate. Because people got actual questions. They're over here simping about missiles. The absolute crap is that? Playing a whole little documentary of Inception over here, singing about missiles and stuff. Like, what the heck? Talk about, it's a metaphor. What's the metaphor? He's gonna shoot you down. No. I'm about to shoot my balls down his throat. That's what's about to happen, man. That's the only thing that's about to be shot down. Come into my chat with that nonsense. People got actual questions. Type in the chat. Oh, Lord. These trolls troll you with memes you don't know and make fun of you. Oh, that's what it is. It's memes I don't know, Waffle. Well, thank you for clarifying that on Twitch. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm great.
You got a bit of a British accent there.
Yeah, you know, you could say, man. You could say I do. Some people say I do. I push aside. I don't have an accent, right?
I was gonna ask, are you not worried that the government's gonna kill you?
No, man, I ain't worried the government's gonna kill me.
What?
Well, mate, you know, first of all, I will say this, but like, one second here. Take a look at how I'm dressed. I am the government for one, all right? That's the first step, right? The first step is that. And for two, why would the government want to destroy me? Why?
Because not the government. The
Oh, 1 second. I saw a very stupid comment in my chat. Go on.
the oil companies.
Yeah, the oil companies, right? Here's the thing about the oil companies, right? The oil companies, they actually like what I'm doing. You know why? They like what I'm doing because I'm actually adding to what they already do. Did you know that plastic is made of oil?
Yeah.
So, if plastic is made of oil, then the oil companies make money off of making plastic. If I'm giving them an ability to keep gas engines in the market, for one, and to allow them to ramp up their production of plastics, for two, because now they can make plastic without any guilt because we can turn it into fuel again, then why in the world would they want to take me out? It's like I got candy, like I got caramel flavored balls. I'm just letting them lick on my balls. Why don't they ever want to bite them? They're just going to lick them until all the sugar runs out, and the sugar will never run out.
Legit. Is it actually real? Yeah.
Yes, it's absolutely real. Go on Google, look up plastic in the fuel, microwave pyrolysis.
Why hasn't it been used more?
It has been used. There's already facilities all over the world. The reason why it hasn't been done at a huge level is because, think about it like this, right? Nuclear reactors. Nuclear reactors are an amazing way of generating electricity. That's facts. I don't care what anybody. That's absolute facts. But yet they're not everywhere. We're in an energy crisis. Yet nuclear reactors are not where. And why? There's not the public perception behind them, right? The public doesn't really like them. Think about how many people in here did not even know that plastic is made of crude oil, or that plastic can be turned into fuel, or that it's possible to turn anything back into fuel. People didn't even know about this. There has not been a big public push behind this technology because the public has not had the conscientiousness that this technology even existed. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing it into the ethers, into the public eye, into your learning dome. Once you learn something, you will never unlearn it. So now that people know that this is real and this exists, it will be done. Because now people know we can turn plastic into fuel. They're going to be looking at the politicians and being like, why aren't we getting this out of our oceans? Just turn it into fuel, you bozo. You know what I'm saying?
The other question, I've got one more question.
Thank you, Chris, for the badge. Yeah, what's your question?
The energy plastic into oil.
The energy?
Is that not more energy using that use? Are you not burning more energy, much more energy just through the process of changing it into oil?
So let me tell you this right here. Right? That's a great question. And this process of turning things back into fuel has been energy inefficient in the past, right? I have innovated it in a way where we utilize microwaves in a continuous level. And utilizing microwaves, think about it like this. What heats up quicker, an oven or a microwave, yeah? Answer. What'd you say?
Microwave.
Yeah, a microwave. Right, a microwave. Microwave heats up quicker every time. So the past reactors are the equivalent of cooking a hot pocket in a bloody oven, and my thing is the equivalent of cooking it in a bloody microwave. So listen, you're cooking in a microwave, it heats up quicker, it's more efficient, because it's not having to heat up the whole bloody airspace around it. It's heating directly what needs to be heated up. So we're heating up the plastic, die, bloody, rectally, mate. And then what happens is the plastic gets absolutely and utterly destroyed with absolute efficiency. We're getting in 25 kilowatt hours of electricity, and we're getting out 48.8 kilowatt hours of electricity per batch run. And that was my past machine. Not even half as efficient as it will be. All right? So...
I like what you're doing. Bro, you gotta come over here.
Oh yeah, man, of course.
Why isn't this such a big thing? Yeah, it will be. When
Yeah.
it becomes a big thing.
It will be because we're making it public now. People are gonna know, and now that people know that this exists, they're not gonna allow it not to exist.
Yeah.
That's period. Yeah, mate. So yeah, thank you for your questions. Great questions, great general questions there, mate. And remember what I told you about the microwave and the hot pocket analogy, because I tell people that all the time. It's the same bloody thing, innit? You put the bloody hot pocket in the microwave, it heats up quicker. So we're making it more efficient, yeah? Well, that's about it, mate. Hey, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. All right, I was two of you. I didn't even know it was two of you. That's great. both of you can independently suck both of you can suck each of one of my balls, right? Or actually, I have 3 balls, so you can suck 2 of them each. All right, anyways. All right, next. I saw somebody, Chris said, how do we harness the latent energy, mate? The latent energy. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Can you reiterate that? All right, let me let the next person in here. Yoshi wants to come back up again. Yoshi, you're coming back up last after I let everybody else up. Last, Yoshi. Your freaking missile ASMR crap. What's up, Jay? What is wrong with you, 123? What is wrong with you? I've been seeing a whole bunch of out-of-pocket stuff from you all live stream. What is going on with you, mate? Hey, what's up, Jay, on Discord? Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? I've seen Insta comments about the government and what you are gonna do when this blows up and the oil companies start to realize what's happening and they try to come for you. Gotta be careful, my guy. Of course I'll be careful. Camo said stop saying balls. Well, maybe you need to stop talking. Maybe I need to put my balls in your mouth so you can't talk anymore and tell me what to do. Jay, is your mic working now, Jay?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. You can hear me, right?
Thank you, T, for pinning the NatureJab catch up in the chat. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. First, I want to say, trolls in the stream, I feel like it makes it 10 times more entertaining. So, I want to say that.
All right.
And do you see, with this machine that you're making, the main mission being recycling, just plastic, or do you see more benefits towards it than just turning it into fuel and recycling the plastic?
Well, the major benefit is that we're getting rid of plastic waste, right? Like, that's the best benefit there is. But of course, there's the other benefit. You know, that we get the carbon product in the end. That makes this whole process carbon neutral. And if you run off of renewables and bury that carbon in the ground, it's carbon negative, okay? So then, of course, you get fuels out, dealing with plastic waste. You're now making biochar and fertilizer that's carbon negative. I mean, it's just pros and cons go. I mean, not even cons, but just the pros go on and on and on, you know? No worries, T. I appreciate you.
Talk about the biochar, and can you elaborate how you turn it just from char into biochar?
Well, first you have to purify it. You have to get all other type of heavy metals or contaminants or any other inorganic things out, right? You have to do that first. And after you do that, then after you do that, right, you have to soak it in compost tea or soak it in something with a whole bunch of bacteria that can inhabitate the carbon, and then you just bury it in the ground with your plants, and then it's going to actually benefit everything so much. Terra preta is what they call it in the Amazon when you bury char.
I see. And then the last thing, someone else was bringing up the energy difference from what you put in and what you take out. And can you say again what that was of what you put in, what you take out when it comes to energy?
All right, I'll tell you. We're putting in 25 kilowatt hours of electricity, right? And we're getting out 48.8 kilowatt hours of electricity. Now, how are we doing that? You say, NatureJab, aren't you breaking the laws of thermodynamics with that, aren't you? Because aren't you creating the energy? That's not even physically possible what it is, because we're not actually creating energy, right? Plastic is full of energy as is. We're taking the plastic's energy, right? We're extracting the energy that's from this energy-gen source, and then we're extracting it in an efficient way because we're using the bloody microwaves, right? So that's what we're doing. That's how we do it. And look, I'll tell you those numbers, right? The numbers were with the bloody Mark 4 machine. We're on the Mark 4.5. We're going to be on the Mark 5. It's going to be even more efficient. So that's why I have to say that. Thank you for your questions, by the way. All right. And gotta go to the next people here. Mega Medkit, I'll let you in. Hell, I saw you at your hand up. Please raise your hand again, because if you don't raise your hand, hell, I'm going to have to let in Yoshi again. And I don't know if I want to do that. Yes, energy dense. What's up, Mega Medkit?
I'm sorry. I have really bad social anxiety, so even joining a call, I forgot my question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, no worries. Now I gotta let Yoshi. Wait, oh, Hell Racer! Thank you so much, Hell. You are the salvation, because otherwise we would have had to let in Yoshi. What's up, Christopher on Facebook? What's up, Big Baby Demi on Facebook? What's up, Sean on Facebook? Tahim Phillips on Facebook. Dramat Trajaction on Facebook. Jeremiah, Tim, Pete. Sorry, guys, I had my Facebook scrolled off for a little bit. No, Hell, why'd you put your hand down? I was about to let you in, not letting Yoshi. Oh, I cry. I cry. What? Why does your voice sound like we cannot? No, wait, whoa! Shut up for 1 second here, right? We cannot hear you. We cannot understand what you're even saying because it sounds like you've been gargling in my testicles, all 9 of them, for the past 99 years. So get my testicles out of your mouth and then you can talk. All right, bye. Because that's probably copyrighted music too, about to get me banned. God, these people fucking play with me. Hello? Hey. Hello? Okay. Next, Instagram. Who's next? Rid the world. Why everybody's laughing? What's so funny? What's that green thing on the wall? The Mayan calendar. You gotta know what time it is.
So you hear me?
What's up?
Yeah, I just want to ask, is your goal to eventually like pay people to like bring in plastic or send in plastic?
Absolutely. Because listen, if we can make it monetizable to bring in plastic waste, like how glass and cans were back then, they pay you a little bit, there will be no more pollution. Why? Because it's money. You would never throw away money in the trash or money in the oceans. Never. Ever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because like they have like at grocery stores, you can bring in cans and stuff like that all the time, plastic bottles. So it'd probably be something like that. But thank you.
All right, thank you. What platform am I using for the Q&A? Christopher asks. I'm using Discord. Let me send you the link in Facebook right now. Let me send you the link. If you want to come in, join the server, come in. Everybody on the social medias, naturejab.info. It's in my bio. The Q&A. All right, Hell, you want to come back in? Or I'll let you in. Of course, Yoshi raises his hand again. Hello. I hear something. Are you here?
Oh, wait, is it working?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay! Okay, cool. This is dumb, but I was reading on Instagram about like the government and what.
Oh crap! Oops. Wait, you said something about the government? What about the government? Hello? Are you here? Your audio has gone out. Oh, okay. Apparently, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, the audio went out. All right. I'll let you back in, I guess. Yeah, let me see. Wait. I'll let you back in and we'll see if it works. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, we could hear you fine for a second, then it went completely out. They're jamming our signals, guys. All I heard was...
Does it work now?
Yes, it works now.
Okay, so sorry. I don't know what's happening with my Wi-Fi, but is it working still?
Yes, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So I was reading the Instagram comments just about the government, and like when all of it blows up and the oil companies start to like realize what's happening and they try and come for you, do you have some sort of plan? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do I have a plan? Well, let me tell you. I like to look at life like a game of chess. And in chess, you have to be perspicacious. You have to think many steps ahead. I already am executing my plan for the government. You know what I'm doing right now? Right now, I'm live on 5 different platforms. Right now, I'm developing a massive public network of people on every platform all over the world. So what's going to happen if anything or anybody tries to come for me, everybody will already know who it was and what's gonna happen. And yes, they may be able to get me, but only thing that's gonna come from that is there will be hundreds, thousands of people that will take the torch and run with it, and this will be completely unstoppable. There will be a revolution of this technology. So ultimately, I'm not really doing this for my survival. I can care less. The goal was and the mission was to deal with plastic waste, right? So if that is what it takes, if it takes the people have to stand together because they get me, then that is okay. But the point is, I have already put it out in the ether in the universe. People already know it exists. So if anything happens to me, or even in the future, this technology is inevitable.
We know who it was.
Exactly. And people trust me. Look, I already get emails now. I already get videos now on YouTube of people inspired by me making their own machine. I'm going to make a book with blueprints in it on how to make it. So, like this, it's too late now. They're already too late. I already have gone viral too many times on every platform. It's too late. They cannot stop the technology. Because listen, let me tell you something, right? This is beyond me. I tell you guys all the time, I'm just a vessel, right? Of your embodied beliefs and faith in the betterment of humanity. I'm just a vessel, right? So this is no longer just, an inventor. No, this is an idea now. And ideas are bulletproof. An idea it cannot die. So that's all that matters. The idea will live forever.
I support it.
I support you because you support me. And we all support each other. So thank you very much for your question and thank you for your support.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, Mega Med Kit. I will let you in. Then Yoshi.
All right. My first question is, can you rate this engine startup?
Okay, go ahead, start it up.
4 F-150, but it's pretty quiet. Hoping it to be a little louder. You hear it, but it can't. All right, I have my questions written down now. How much does the whole setup cost?
Which one?
Turning the plastic into.
I've built 5 machines up to this point. You have to be more specific.
The one you're currently building, I guess.
It's gonna be about $20,000.
20,000. I was thinking that the Mark, I think it's Mark 4, right?
Yeah.
The one previous.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was around 10,000. That's a lot cheaper than I originally thought.
Mark 4.
Just give me a sec. My car connected to.
Yeah. Mark 4 was 10,000.
All right, that's that.
Mark
what
4.
were you saying?
Mark 4 was $10,000 about. But
Really?
you also have to remember, I'm reusing a lot of the same parts from Mark 4 on Mark 4.5, so it does bring the cost down.
So, if I wanted to create one the size of Mark 4, it would be $10,000. So, 20 pounds of plastic, 1 gallon. How fast is it produced?
Dang it! Yoshi, you literally got my live stream blocked on Facebook when you played that music. Literally. You absolute bellend. How quick does it produce? It takes 5 hours.
5 hours? That's better than I thought.
It's pretty quick.
And I have one last question. I play a sport, and I'm trying to go at least to the minor profession in that sport. So I don't really have time to go to trade school. I have to go to college for it. Is there anywhere I can learn without having to do long hours and long days to learn welding?
To be honest with you, man, I mean, look, you can self-teach yourself welding, look, when I went to welding school, I learned MIG, TIG, and stick welding. I weld all my reactors with flux core. I taught myself flux core, but I did have the basic foundation of welding. You can't teach yourself with the internet nowadays, but if you're gonna build a regular pyrolysis reactor, I'm not done yet. Because I'm gonna give you a few options here. I'm gonna give you a few options. If you're gonna build a regular pyrolysis reactor, right, that just operates off of a flame, you don't need welding skills. But if you want to build microwave pyrolysis incineration reactor, You got to weld. It's absolutely necessary. It's just period. You have to. And you have to be good welding too. It cannot just be we're just welding to stick it together. It has to be airtight weld for your own safety, right? So that's how it is. So I mean, I recommend you get into flux core welding. You can get flux core machines for literally like $200 nowadays.
What's the difference between the two different types of machines?
Well, the flux core machine does not require any gas, any extra things. It's literally just plug and play, pretty much. The other ones require different, like gases or sticks and rods, or my balls in your mouth, or like all these types of weird things in these other processes. So yeah.
So my dad owns a welding machine, so I could probably just use that to learn.
For sure, yeah. Do you know? Is it like a wire feed? Is it like a gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can hook up flux core to that then. It might be MIG right now, but you can hook up flux core wire, and it'll be fine.
Also, I have one last thing. I wouldn't, if you're making a book, I wouldn't really say it, because when people say they're going to put the blueprints out there, that's normally around the time they go missing. I'd be careful with that.
Well, guess what? I've been putting the blueprints on YouTube and online for the past 2-3 years now, so they can try me. People already built.
Really? The blueprints are already out there?
On my YouTube channel, yeah. I literally show how I built my machine. Hey, look, I told you I'm playing chess. I'm playing chess, baby. I'm already ahead of the game. I already know what the game is. Thank you for your questions. Yep, guys, I literally already show you guys how I built my reactors on YouTube, and I literally go live every day, almost every day. I show you me building the reactor live, okay? It's not even a matter of the instructions, it's a matter of, are you willing to do it? All right, Yoshi.
You should tell everyone to download the videos, to archive them, because YouTube can like delete them.
You're right, that's true, but we're also on Rumble as well, guys. We have my videos on Rumble too. It's all in my link tree. Right, so Yoshi, you have an actual question? Because you have something insightful this time, yes. So thank you.
Okay. Are you strong because you turned plastic into fuel?
Yeah, I mean...
Or did you leave it all behind and stand proud? Because with this treasure, I always bet on the CIA. Stand proud. You are strong because you turn plastic to fuel. Or you turn plastic into fuel because you stand strong.
Hey, Yoshi, Hell asked, what's with the final boss Echo?
You see, right behind me are 3 FBI agents. You see, they are watching you.
Bro, why are you trying to be an anime character? What are you trying to be some type of anime?
Yade. Wow, boy.
Okay, so what? So in short, you say you have three. You say you have 3 big black men behind you in your room. That's a little bit.
Yeah, when you see this,
yo, you told me. You said you have 3 men in your room right now. You said I didn't say that.
3 CIA agents.
Yeah, you said you have 3 big black men in your room right now. So. Hey, listen.
How much was I got, chat?
Let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something, because your voice is hella echoey right now, and there are a few causes of that, right? One, some people say you have a voice changer. Maybe you do have a voice changer. I don't think you have a voice changer. I think your vocal cords have been misaligned because you've been doing some things with these 3 men in your room. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, look.
What you trying to imply?
No. I'm trying to imply that these 3 big black men in your room have been doing some things to your throat, and that's why it sounds like this. That's what I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. There, see. See, now you guys hear with a voice. Yeah, exactly. Look, you know what Waffle said about you on Twitch? Waffle on Twitch said, bro's been gobbling so much balls, his vocal cords were altered. And that's exactly what I'm saying, because you guys are personally experiencing what happens. You know, I tell guys this every time on the live stream. People say the CIA is going to get me. I tell them, make sure you call the CIA and make sure they're doing their jaw exercises, their jaw stretches, so that way their jaws are able to expand when I drop my big balls in their mouth, because otherwise they're going to end up like this, where they're damaged forever. You don't drink you're not drinking your teas. You're not doing your vocal stretches, exercises, and now. Yeah, all right, you're out of here, Yoshi. I don't know. See, every time you come in here, you got
racist. Yo.
Wait, NatureJab can power his house with gasoline generators if he gets enough plastic. He can live off the grid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all right, Yoshi. Yoshi. What is your question? What is your question?
Okay. Alright. If the CIA came to you and asked for you to work for ILMS, would you say yes or no?
If they asked me to work for them?
Yeah. Like, what if it was like, what if they came up to you one day and said, hey, you know what, Jab, how about this? We don't kill you as long as you give us your reactor. How about that?
Well, you know what I'll do? I'll tell them, all right, come get my reactor. All right, you know what I'll do, right? The reactor will be under something. All right, they're gonna go into and get the reactor, and they're gonna be like, oh wow, like let's get the reactor, guys. And then I'm gonna make a noise up above, right? And then like they're gonna look up, and then I'm gonna like have something shocking. Like I'm gonna say, let's say like it's the most beautiful firefly you ever see in your life, right? Right up above them. They're gonna be like, whoa, whoa. They're gonna open up their mouth really wide and be looking up, whoa, and then out of nowhere, I'm gonna come out from the top of the sky like the Dark Knight himself and drop all 16 of my humongous balls in their mouth, destroying their jawlines and their vocal cords and their throat. Thank you for your question. All right, we got some people we got to actually let in that have actual questions. All right, let's let them in. On the Instagram here.
Whoa, I didn't accept. What up?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. What about you? Yeah, what's your question?
How long have you been working on this?
It's been just under 3 years now.
Have you tested like any octanes of the fuel? Do you know like?
No, I have not done octane testing myself, but I always tell people this octane is an additive. So if the octane, let's say, it's low, we can always add octane to make the octane level higher.
Gotcha.
Is that it?
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank goodness Yoshi is gone now. Yoshi, we have kicked him off. See, guys, all it takes is perseverance, and you just keep working, and then they will leave you alone because he has left the Discord chat. We ran him off. Hey, what's up, Waffle on Twitch? We ran off Yoshi. We did it, guys. We ran him off. We did it. He's out, and he ain't coming back either. I tell you, the trick works all the time. You just have to be persistent with it. This tech could pair really well with bioremediation. Yes, exactly, Terra. What's up?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's your question?
So I have a couple questions. Or actually just one question. So does your process only make diesel, or is it possible to make petrol or ethanol?
It makes it all.
It makes it all, even jet fuels and airplane fuels.
No, it doesn't make ethanol. Ethanol comes from corn and stuff, but it makes diesel, gasoline, and jet fuel.
Interesting.
And natural gas.
Okay. Can it also make oils, like motor oil or grease, stuff like that?
Now, in theory, it could. In theory, it also does, because crude oil has all those things in it, and plastic comes from crude oil. But there might be a very little amount, and I say that because plastic is purified, right? And a lot of these oils are very, very heavy. And plastic is kind of more on the lighter side of things. So the heaviest thing in plastic is probably diesel. So if we do want to get like motor oils and stuff, we probably have to put tires in the machine. Then we can get some motor oils.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And what are the possibilities that somebody could invest in this and this actually becomes a big viable thing for companies to use this?
I'll say it like this. I'm no sellout. I'm here for the betterment of humanity and Earth. So if one wishes to invest, and I'm not talking about like you know the public, the general public, like buying stock. I'm talking about like an actual investor that wants a large chunk of equity. You have to bring your game, because I've been approached for years by investors, and I'm still independent completely. Because if you want to have ownership of my company, you have to be down with the same mission. It's not money to me. I will get the money. I will build the machine itself by myself if I have to, completely on my own. I have been for years. So it's very difficult for investors to actually get a hold of me, to be honest with you. It's like reverse Shark Tank. So, you know, but ultimately, because like you got to think about it, it's for a reason, right? You know the type of world we live in. It's greedy, money driven. I'm trying to actually do something for all of Earth and humanity. And if I work with the wrong person, they own my company, and they're truly evil, then it's just gonna be just like everything else we've always seen in history. Another big evil company. Woohoo! We're trying to do things differently nowadays.
Take your, well, not really your invention, right? But you're expanding upon what other people have done in the past, or is this truly yours?
I'm expanding upon what's been done in the past. I'm an innovator, and I've invented my own unique design. But the process of turning something into fuel has been done for a while. You bought another badge. Thank you so much, Hell. I appreciate you so much. I need me to tell you the life backstory. All right, I will. But yeah, like I'm expanding upon what's already been done. But you also have to remember, there's a difference too. I'm a businessman just as much as I am an inventor and innovator. But I also am what you could say an absolute realist. And the reality is, this world is full of evil, greedy companies and people. And that does not need to be the case. We don't have to destroy our environment, destroy humanity, just to be successful, just to do great things in this world, and to be of power and influence. And I am going to break that paradigm, because I am going to create $1 trillion industry, while keeping morals, while not selling my soul, while keeping it real to everybody, being open source, sharing it with the whole world how we're doing it, and literally making it profitable to clean up the environment.
I like that. I like that a lot. I really don't lose this, bro. Don't lose this passion that you have.
Never.
All right, bro. Well, that's all I have for you. You have a nice night or day or whatever your time zone is. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Much love and peace to you. Thank you for the badge on Instagram, Maddox. Was it Maddox? Oh crap. I lost it. I lost for the badge. Chris, thank you for the badge again. Maddox Settle, thank you for the badge on Instagram. I appreciate you. And thank you as well, Hell, for the badge. Show Trump your ideas. Listen, if somebody wants to help and they actually genuinely want to help, you know, I don't care. But the issue I've run into is people that always want to come along. They always want something. But if you actually genuinely want to help, I really don't care, you know. As long as you're trying to help and it's genuine and you don't want something in the end and it's not a setup, you know? That's what I'm saying. All right. Oh, so Hell, you asked for my life backstory. So my backstory in my life, I would say, is like this. I'll just keep it real simple. I've always built things, right, with my hands, my whole life, right? I used to build with Legos, all this type of stuff. And then it got to a point where I was in high school and I really wanted to drop out because I was like, I'm just going to start my own business. Why am I even here? But I was almost done. Like I was in my sophomore year, and my mom was like, you know what? There's this program where you can spend half a day at high school, half a day in welding class. And I was like, welding class. I'm like, what is that? She's like, look it up. It's teaching you how to build with metal, which is almost like Legos, like adult Legos, right? Like you can build anything you want if you can build with metal. So then she enrolled me into the welding class. And then I actually really loved it. It pretty much saved me from dropping out of high school, because I hated high school because I was just like, this is literally pointless, doing these stupid tests and learning these stupid things. They're not actually applying anything for me in the world. So then I was in welding class and I loved it. And I was like, I'm going to be a welder. But then when I was in my senior year of welding class, right? When I was in senior year of welding class, we had the whole pandemic thing happen, okay? Masks happened, okay? Now, something happened with masks. I read some research articles online because I just was curious one day, like, because we knew there was a big pollution problem with masks. I was like, we know we have plastics in the ocean, but how many masks are in the ocean? It said in 2020 alone, there were 3.4 billion masks put in the ocean, and masks are made of plastic and polymers. So they got me thinking, like, wait a minute, think about it. Because, like, up to this point, I've been recycling in my recycle bin, thinking it's being recycled, but I thought about it, wait, if I put a mask, for example, in my recycle bin, right? What are the odds of that ever being turned and truly recycled? How can you recycle a mask? There are some types of plastics. If I put a used rubber glove that's dirty in my recycle bin, will it be turned to another rubber glove? Right? Who wants a dirty mask turned to another mask? Who wants a dirty glove turned to another glove? Who wants like a condom turned to another condom? Nobody, right? So there has to be a way to recycle plastics differently than just turning it into another plastic. There has to be a way to truly destroy it. Because obviously just leaving it in landfills and stuff, it never biodegrades. That's not a good solution. There has to be a true destruction to it. And the first thing you think is a fire, incineration, right? But obviously if you burn plastic, there's tons of emissions that are not good for the planet or anything. You can't just burn it. What's the next thing after burning? Well, you do research and you look up. You're essentially burning without a fire. Right? That's called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis. It's when you heat something up and break it apart in the absence of oxygen, just with heat. And with the process of pyrolysis, you can actually take anything, plastic, food, grass, trees, clothes, tires, anything that's organic, and turn it back into its basic chemistry building blocks. With it, reverse engineering it. Essentially, there's a guy that literally made a pyrolysis reactor, put it on his truck, put wood in it, and ran his truck off of wood, for example, right? Plastic comes from crude oil. So if I'm telling you we can reverse things to their basic building blocks, and plastic comes from crude oil, one of the most energy-dense things on the planet, then we could turn plastic back into one of the most energy-dense things and one of the richest things on the planet, monetarily wise. So I did that research. I found out about that, and then going back to it, I was like, okay, well, how do I build one? Well, I'm already a welder. I know how to weld. So it's like, okay, look it up online. How to build pyrolysis reactor. Found it in Instructables on instructables.com. How to try to make a plastic into fuel reactor. Simple. It's like, okay, I built that, weld a little bit, build it up, built my first one. Found out that it works. It's real. I can build it at home. It really works. I really turn plastic into fuel with a simple machine. After that, it was like, okay, I noticed it works, but I was building a basic machine. Basically, a basic machine is you take like a barrel or a tube, fill it up with plastic, close it, lid shut, have some pipes for the vapors to come out, heat it up with fire or propane underneath, right? But think about this. Think about how much energy is wasted. The propane flame has to heat up, has to travel through the air to the bottom of the container, and from the bottom of the container to the inside of the container, from the inside of the container to inside the plastic, and the plastic then has to conduct it to the rest of the plastic, and plastic is an insulator. So in short, you ain't doing shite, right? It would take very long, use a ton of energy. I then discovered, okay, how can I make this better? I was looking around my house one day, and I was like, what are ways to cook things very quickly, very efficiently? Looked around, saw my oven, looked around, saw a pressure cooker, looked up, saw my microwave. I'm like, I put a hot pocket in the microwave cooks it the quickest out of all these things. So I was like, if I can figure out a way to microwave plastics in the same configuration of pyrolysis, then that's the thing. That's it. Eureka. Boom. So then, once again, I'm a welder, so I can build whatever the heck I want, pretty much. Start putting stuff together. Experimented with microwave ovens. Eventually built my first microwave pyrolysis reactor, Mark I. Mark I is not online. Nobody's seen it. After that, I made some improvements, built Mark II. Mark II is my second ever YouTube video. You can watch it running. Look, I show the whole thing on no cuts. Then after that, Mark II was around for about 6 months. We built Mark III. Now, Mark II, I started with my first machine I started to show online. We showed it on YouTube, and then I started to show it on TikTok. I started to get viral on TikTok. First video ever on TikTok hit 1 million views of my telling people, I'm turning plastic into fuel. Started to build Mark III. In the middle of building Mark III blew up like a cannon in front of my face. And then I also got shocked too. So like I used to look like Kurt Cobain, but now I look like what I look like now because I've been shocked by the reactors. These are very dangerous. Don't recommend anybody to build them for that reason. What's the TikTok? It's NatureJab. At NatureJab. It's also in my bio, naturejab.info. You can actually find all my links here. I'm assuming you're from Instagram. Have you seen Jake Tran's video about plastic pollution? Yes, and I've seen a ton of YouTubers' videos about that. And, you know, I was watching his videos on this while I was already building my machine. So it was a cool liberation to know, like, yes, we have this crazy plastic issue and I'm doing something about it. So anyways, Mark 3 blew up. We bought Mark 4. And Mark 4 made huge improvements. Mark 4 was the first reactor that actually allowed us to get more energy out than with the energy we were getting in. So when we bought Mark 4 and we got those huge energy improvements, that took it to a whole nother level because now that we knew it was possible to make this hyper efficient and get more energy out than the energy input, it opened the door to allow us to truly say this can now be scaled, this can be made continuous, and now we can truly change the world with this. It's not just a backyard project anymore. That's basically the whole backstory. All this is going to be in my book, okay? As well as blueprints on how to make it. The book is coming out like a month and a half. All right, $24.99. So it's going to be a pretty good value for the book. All right. So we're gonna let in 2 people. We got 2 people left. We got 2 people left here on the Discord that want to come in. Jay and then Yoshi again. I'll let them in, and we're gonna call it a night there. All right, Jay.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
the book is gonna be fire for sure. What's up?
First, I want to say you should probably add your Discord into the stream, if you wanted to. But besides that, I just wanted to ask if you had a hashtag for your mission statement, a good hashtag, anything like that.
I just say hashtag plastic into fuel.
Okay, so yeah, that's what my girlfriend was literally just saying.
Yeah,
Add
keep
to
it
the
simple. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. That's
Yeah,
all it was.
thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate your support. All right. Yoshi came back. Waffle on Twitch. You already know what this is going to do. You already know. We all know what this is about to entail. Waffle on Twitch. We're about to let Yoshi back in. Guys on Instagram, TikTok. We're letting Yoshi back in because he's the last person that... Oh. What the... Why do you sound like that? You literally sound like a mouse. I will crush you. Why? See, here's what I don't understand. Because you have the ability to make yourself sound like anything in the world, and you choose to sound like the most weak, puny, degradable thing ever. There is no power in sounding like Mickey Mouse contracting chlamydia. There's no power in that. So for that reason, we're gonna kick you out. Call me Yuki wants to come in. All right. Call me Yuki, I'll let you in because you actually have questions, unlike these people. Hello.
Instagram.
Hey. Good to see you.
Okay, I gotta.
Yes.
Okay. I was good. Can you see me well right now? Okay.
All right.
I was gonna ask. First question: what's your favorite part of this whole process while you're still in it?
My favorite part is just knowing that I am literally a part of an action of being a doer when it comes to solving a problem of pollution. You know, it's not just like me saying it. I'm literally doing something about it.
Okay, I have another question.
Sure.
Me personally, I would say that I'm dealing with a bit of attachment issues to some certain substances that I shouldn't be attached to.
Mm-hmm.
How would you, as a young man, don't let yourself be entertained by so much entertainment that the American children usually get lustful for or end up, getting into? How do you keep yourself mentally stable? Because you could be easily like one of these, you know, just lost.
For sure.
How do you create your own there?
That's a great question, and I call it the trillionaire's mindset. And I started the Trillionaires Club, which is all about this. So essentially, what it is you have to understand your worth and your value. I believe that every single one of us, even the most lost people, we're all worth trillions of dollars, right? But the key is you can't just be worth trillions of dollars. You have to know it and live it. If you are worth $1 trillion, why would you surround yourself with people that are taking that value and bringing it down? Why are you doing things that are bringing your value down? If you're doing things that alter your mind or your spirit or your body, you are now losing your value more and more. We all have potential. I like to see us as seeds, right? You take a seed you see the seed of a pine tree, like a pine nut. It's so tiny, but then you put it in the ground, those pine trees literally grow hundreds of feet. So, like, it's crazy, right? And that's how I see all of us. So how do I keep myself from these things? Well, I know my worth, I know my value. So knowing my worth and value, I know that I'm here for a purpose and a reason, and I have a passion. You have to find out whatever that thing is that you need to channel your worth into, right? So, of course, with me, it's my machines and inspiring people. So I'm able to channel my $1 trillion worth into that, and then that's the biggest motivation ever. I know, okay, if I smoke, I might be lethargic or tired. If I'm lethargic or tired, I'm not going to work as efficiently on my machine. If I'm not working as efficiently on my machine, I'm not doing what my purpose and passion is. If I'm not doing what my purpose and passion is, I'm losing my net worth now. My mindset worth, my spirit worth, my trillionaire's mindset is being lost. So now that motivates me. Okay, instead of going out, instead of taking this drug, instead of hanging out with these wrong type of people, I'm going to continue to do and build what I'm here to build and continue to actually add to my worth instead of take it away. It's all an equation. If you see yourself as worth something and you see things around you that degrade you as taken away from what you're worth and things that help you as adding to what you're worth, the equation is simple. Only do things in your life that add to you. If they take away from you and you realize that and you understand it, then don't do them anymore, because if it takes away from you, it's only taking you further from what your true purpose and goal is.
Okay, I have one more question, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
I see that a lot of cooking oil, you see how in China they're reusing the same cooking oil. Do you think that cooking oil could be added onto the crude oil that I see that had kind of the mixture of the plastic in it and all that? Could that cooking oil be added into that and then be created as different types of oil for different projects?
So I've actually put cooking oil in my machines and it has broken it down. But can cooking oil be used? Yeah, cooking oil has been used in like diesel vehicles for quite some time now. And actually, I remember, like, I think it was 2020, Chick-fil-A actually ran literally a jet off of cooking oil. So I think it's like, you know, when we have cooking oil being thrown away and stuff, I see it the same way as when plastic waste is thrown away. It's the stupidest thing to throw away, because even after it has no more use to you on your consumption level, like you're not drinking out the water bottle anymore, or you're not cooking your fries in the oil, now it's an energy dense thing, right? So it's just like, we live in this world. People say we have an energy problem. We don't have an energy problem. We have a waste problem, because almost all of our waste is full of energy and we just throw it away. And once we truly recover that, I think that's going to bring society to the whole another level. Because when you think of societies that people talk about, like the Egyptians or Atlantis, you think about all these societies, right? Do you ever hear people talk about landfills in those societies or waste? Thank you, Maya, for the roses on TikTok. No, they never talk about landfills or waste or them polluting the oceans with plastic. Why? Because they calculated and they mastered the circular economy. The only way you can achieve optimal efficiency in any economy or any type of society is if you are actually recovering as much energy as possible from everything that you bring in and everything you put out.
Okay. Thank you for understanding.
Thank you.
I'm glad to.
I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support and your good questions as always. So thank you, and you have a great night. All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. We'll be doing some more Q&As. We'll also be going live, showing me welding the reactor together and such. Thank you all so much for stopping by tonight. I appreciate you all. And you all have a great night or a great day wherever you are. So yeah, take care, everybody.